Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly Dungeon Master this evening. Tonight, we're carrying on with our ongoing campaign playing Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition. And we are playing through Carl Sargent's classic Night Below campaign. And with me today are the stars of the Night Below campaign. We're down some folks due to some illness and due to some otherwise obligations. The coronavirus quarantine hasn't kicked everyone in yet and may force them to just sit and play games with me. Soon,
if
though.
that happens, sign me up.
Soon. But first up, we've got Steve-O.
Yo! It is I, and I am playing good old Rilligo, the half-elf bard.
Nice. And next up is John.
Hey, everybody. I'm John. I'm playing Dorman Kettleborn, the illusionist thief gnome, and I think the horses have enough ministrations. I'm here to help out again.
Nice. And next up is Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Calidor, the hobbled fighter thief elf.
Yes. And last but not least is Arlen.
Hi, I'm Arlen, and I'm playing Bergour, the dwarf fighter.
Okay, excellent. So guys, I think we're going to just pick this up kind of in medias res here with you guys running out from within the Goblin Stronghold at Heathertop Warren. Last session, I guess at this point you guys kind of run outside and all we hear is the sound of the wind from the surrounding hills. Maybe like one or two birds calling out. It's still early in the day too, so this is right near the morning when you come running out. And that's when your hearts all stop pounding and you regain control of your actions and kind of look at each other. Because what just happened is that you heard the howl of some enormous hounds and then went fleeing, running full tilt as fast as your little legs could carry you, or as your limping legs could carry you, in Calidor's case. And you fled the actual stronghold itself. You now managed to catch your breath. And what happens next, guys?
That is a great
So we can
question.
tell John what's happened thus far. Because I think John, unfortunately, was sick for the last little bit. So,
Yeah, I caught up to where Knox and Calidor got seriously injured, but I didn't catch a session where they where Chael and Druin helped them out.
Mm-hmm. So what happened last session, guys?
So Knox and Calidor were healed, and we healed some more up and got ready to go down the stairs into the Elven ruins that are underneath this goblin stronghold.
Yep.
And did a little more damage to the bugbear and fought another whole bunch of goblins, and then ended up hearing the howl of the beast, the creature that we recognized the howl from the dream, right? That was part of it. Is that it's not. No.
Oh no, I'm talking to John. John whispering me, asked me if he heals. Nope. You miss sessions, you get nothing. So sorry.
Okay. But we recognized the howl from the dream, right? That's the same howling noise that we heard in the dream with the no.
You've made that assumption, but that's
okay.
I mean, I'm not sure that any of you guys would know one howl from another howl necessarily. It sounds like a howl. But I guess
Elanion might, but he's not here.
One thing you could think of, though, is do you remember having any reaction to the howl in the dream?
Not a fear one like that, no. I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Dorman's
Interesting.
What dream? Are you guys?
Oh yeah, you missed the whole dream
sampling
segment.
products? You ate the eel pie, didn't you? You ate the eel pie.
The night before, we all had a shared dream experience of fighting a demon hound-like creature. And it was, we were not ourselves, we kind of were ourselves. We were full elven versions of ourselves, those who weren't elves.
And ancient, right? Elanion pulled out a handful of coins that were thousands of years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like, and if not tens of thousands, because it's this the coins dated back. They had the mark of a Roshni or a Roshli, and the disfigurement of them on the back.
Interesting.
Hmm. The deity that would become Loth. So, yeah, you heard that howl, and now you've kind of caught your breath again. Druin seems to be the only one who did not flee.
Yeah. So somebody's got to go get Druin, whatever we do.
Well, we can assume that he's going to meet up with the rest of the party. You know, they'll just be otherwise off screen for today.
Okay.
But what are you guys going to do? So you're looking at each other, and I mean, Calidor's a little less than half. Bergour's down to 3 hit points. Rilgo's down to 5, and you guys have no clerics today.
Yeah. We're feeling very vulnerable. That is for sure.
I mean, do we have the? Do you think we have the ability to take the fort?
What do you mean to take? Like, we've dealt with basically everything up here.
Mm-hmm.
It's the stuff that's below, and there's definitely a bugbear who alone could probably take down all of us, because the bugbear is a pretty mean combatant. Plus, whatever did the howl, or whatever's did the howl.
Doesn't sound like a good options there.
No. Calidor does not necessarily think that we are in a good shape to head back down.
Yeah.
Do we have any way of preventing them from coming up or sealing them down there?
You mean long term or short term?
Short term. I mean, long term, we're probably going to need to break whatever it is down there and purge it for any long term kind of thing. But sure, this is outside my experience as a wizard. Mostly I stab things.
And cook things as well.
Well, not half the time I cook what I stab.
Yeah. So what are you guys thinking?
Let's get the hell out of here.
Rilgo.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna take a look here. Rilgo, give me a percentile roll, please.
You got it. All right. D100. Here we go. A 9.
9.
Oh man, hold on here.
Bergour looking at beat down does not instill confidence in Dorman. It's all.
So there's actually, so what I was getting you to roll, Steve, is your bardic knowledge thing. Because you've got 5% per level to kind of have some insight into stuff, and you just happen to roll a 9. You only got 10% chance of actually, it's 5% per level, so, you know, it's not great. You know that there are stories of these magical baying hounds that are said to be able to run through the air, whose baying sounds can send even the bravest of warriors pissing their pants and running. And these things are said to be creatures of shadow and sorcery that would track with the sounds you heard, the snarling and whatnot.
Well, and the one in the dream, it walked through the air at one point, too.
It did. That thing, you did hear it howl. It did not engender the same response, though. I think without roll, what Hirilgo can tell you is that that demonic thing, that still may be somewhere here, hidden in the bowels of this place. But what you heard is something different. What he can tell you is that the other things that thing did, like ensorceling the mind, what else did it do? It became invisible. Those kind of things are not. It's not within the capacity of this the fear hounds that, or the terror hounds that Rilgo's thinking of here. The thing is with those terror hounds as well, they're such creatures, like they are so much a part of like an out of phase or not anchored properly in this world, that even sorceress or silvered weapons do minimal effect on these things. They are, yeah, so, which is what, like, if you encounter these things in the wild, it's pretty much, you know, if they don't just run you in terror to the point of exhaustion and then attack and kill you, they're so difficult to wound as well. So Rilgo's, I think you're able to piece together what the ability, the howls. But I guess what that also means is that that's another hound or dog or canine related thing associated with this place.
True.
So, what are you guys thinking?
Well, we need to find a safe place, at least to recuperate. That's what Galador is thinking.
Yeah, like, and you guys have only really been up for like less than an hour now too, so it's not, you know, the span of the maybe an hour and a half, because you had that fight when you first got up, and then you fall down afterwards. So I mean, this is still maybe like 10 o'clock, 10:30. So what are you guys thinking? You still have that mule that's... oh, I got to change your calendar. Hold on. The mule is still tied up somewhere, and you left it out there overnight. I should actually roll for random encounters here. Hold on.
It's not.
I'm sure it's just a matter of, you know, a bunch of groundhogs down there. I'm sure there's not mountain lions lurking around.
Wasn't I watching the mule till now?
What's that?
Wasn't I watching the mule?
You want to have an encounter if I roll it with just yourself?
No.
Sounds like you were volunteering for that. I don't know. You really want to move on to that backup character, eh? Okay. So let me just mark one more date in the on the calendar here. Once I find the calendar. All right, calendar. Okay. All right. But you guys feel free to talk about what you are going to do next. You thinking of staying here? You thinking of moving on? You thinking of going back in the place and camp and sleeping somewhere there? Back in Heathertop Warren?
Galador does not like that idea. He thinks there's a good chance we will encounter the same dreaming issues.
Did we at least find out what kind of magic is causing the mire to spread? Like, I know we were sent here to kind of like stop it. Were we able to do that?
No, I don't think we've discovered any specific magic that's causing it.
The Dorman's like, we were sent for a very specific job.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Unfortunately, we have not completed it.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Got a mercenary reputation to uphold here. I'd offer to go scouting, but based on look at Galador, they're probably pretty perceptive. Well, they're bound to come back out of that area again. What do you guys think about setting up traps for them?
We could. Do you have any trap making skills?
Or tools?
Well, I'm pretty good with a rope, and...
Well, we did gather their bear traps, or whatever the heck they were.
Mm-hmm.
Well, find a move.
We were stepping on the floor. I don't know if that helps us.
I don't think I could reverse, like, find remove traps in order to set up traps. I'd have to have, like, set snare or something, right?
Yeah, I think so. Because there's a proficiency specifically for that, so... You can sort of try and fudge something together. Like, those bear traps you may be able to sort out with, like, intelligence check or something, but you're also leaving yourself at a risk of... Because they're of goblin make, so they're going to have, like, weird ways of being constructed together. It's not going to be just a thing you open and then put a little pin in, right?
That's really the only thing I could think of. Just guerrilla tactics.
Okay, so the bridge that's in front of us here.
Yep.
Is it the only bridge in and out of here?
It's the only one you've seen, yeah. And you guys have done a full circumference of this thing. It's 80 feet down, as a reminder, to the surface of the canyon below you.
And what's its makeup?
It's a rope bridge. It's made of thick rope and wooden planks.
Could we could sabotage it so they can't get out of here?
Or sabotage.
I mean, it would mean we'd have to do something to put it back together if we came back, but...
Well, we know from experience we can scale these walls pretty well. Maybe we could...
When you have people who have spider climb prepared.
Yeah.
I did it easily myself.
Yeah, because Elanion's gone, and Rilgo had Burning Hands prepared for the day. Right, Steve?
That's correct. I sure do.
Maybe we shouldn't let him play with fire anymore. But yeah, I mean, sabotaging the bridge to where enough of them get on it and it snaps and makes them fall to their death, that would take out a few of them.
Anyone have any kind of engineering skills?
Oh, but I've got a dagger.
Yeah, but doesn't... so you would know more about like setting up the specific weights and whatnot than what I do or you do right now.
That's true.
Yeah.
We're just thinking about slicing in a few strategic spots and hope for the best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd allow you to do something like that. I just give them a percentage chance of it triggering, but...
Right. Would stop them from chasing us, potentially.
Yeah, I'd say if frontal assault isn't an option, we give them hell through guerrilla tactics. They got to come up sometime, right?
What specifically does that mean? That's what we're looking for right now, is what specifically you guys are doing next. Saying guerrilla tactics does not help.
Well, I'm pretty much looking for agreement from the party before we do that option.
So maybe let's talk about what that might actually be then.
Dig our own pit traps, set those bear traps around.
Anyone have a shovel?
Nope. Oh, I say no, but maybe there's a tiny chance I do.
No.
No, it's rare that these the adventurer kits include shovel with it, but...
Well, somebody's got to dig the latrines.
No, I don't have any shovels.
No.
Okay, so...
Well... I mean, I say we get out of here. Calidor says, let's go.
Yeah, so nobody seems to want to say it, so allow me to be the one who actually says it. What if we just went back to Milbourne?
How long is the journey again, Kat?
Let's take a look at the map.
I think 3 days if it's good and we don't get lost.
Yeah, it depends on which ways you guys are going, I think. Let's take a look here. Okay. So here's Heronshire and Milbourne. There we go. So you guys are somewhere in the Patchwork Hills right now. To get back to Harleton, you guys can travel over the hills. One sec here. Where's my cheat sheet? It's been quite a few sessions since we've actually traveled anywhere. There we go. All right, so in hills, yeah, it's about 9 miles a day is what you can go. So, yeah, it's about that. So let's see here. Oh, John, can I get you to change your color just so it's not the same? Yeah, it's more.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I don't know if you... I don't think you were red before, but...
No.
It's because I tend to use it quite often. Okay, so there we go. 9... So 7, so that's like one... It's about a day and a half to get to Harleton, and then it's a day's travel from Harleton to Milbourne. Is that right? Hold on. That sounds... I think I might have...
That I thought it was only a day to get to Harleton if it on a straight shot. The problem being that it's easy to get lost.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, because you got no... remember that there's two different kinds of getting lost in AD&D. There's, getting... there's a chance of not finding where you're trying to get to if you're following with a landmark, and then there's just wandering around where you can get hopelessly lost.
That's what I was thinking there without getting lost. Would be about 3
Yeah,
days.
that's the way we came in. Is that we went along the edge of the hills,
and without
which takes longer.
What do you call it? Without not Religo. Without
Elanion.
Yeah, thank you. Then you don't have the tracker or whatever it is, the survival person either.
You've got my direction sense.
Direction sense all it does is it gives a very minor modifier to the chance of getting lost. But so, what are you guys thinking here?
Well, if everybody's agreement we need to go back and recuperate, I'd say let's do that.
How many people have actually... I think there's quite a few people who are waiting to train as well, too, for next level. I think Chael is the only one who is waiting a little bit, but he's close enough that he can pre-train.
And I know Knox.
Yeah, Knox just hit enough. Yeah, that's right. So Knox has got enough. Druin's got enough for both professions. I think, Jeff, does Calidor have enough for both as well?
Yes.
Okay, so you got... Now, do you have the money for the next level, though?
Yeah, I got enough for 3rd level of Thief, but I'm not
You guys
sure.
got quite a bit of loot from that last...
Well, that would be my only question is, I don't know exactly how much loot we have.
Well, it was the last mother load where we came across. I think that ended up being like 79 gold pieces for everybody.
Okay, so the cost...
Well, and you had also mentioned, Kev, the opportunity to
Discount.
potentially do some work for some of these people as payment for some of the training.
Yep.
Oh. Well, I mean, we got enough semi-magic items. We might be able to sell those as well.
It's not the way it works in AD&D. You're not going to be able to cash in. This is a small town. They're not going to have the bankrolls.
Well, you mean we couldn't offer them a magic item to train us?
It depends on what the magic item is, and you guys don't have any of them identified yet. So,
That's true.
Yeah.
which also costs money.
A lot of money.
Yeah. Well, and also, I mean, for Calidor, I can't remember. Is Knox suffering from any kind of persisting injury, or is it just Calidor?
Knox has his hand messed up.
Right.
But we did find the signet ring with the J on it, and Tauster had given us that was one of the missions that we got, is that Tauster would pay us if we found evidence of Jarella or Jareneth or whatever her name is.
Yep.
Yeah. That is true.
So
How much is it going to be for training to from 2nd to 3rd level?
I was just checking that here. So, costs you 100 GP per week, and why is that so small? So you got a trainer, let's read the house rules here. Costs you 100 GP per week per level, your current level, not what you're becoming. So it'll cost, those of you going to 3rd level, it'll cost you 200 GP
Per class.
per class. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't
Oh,
know.
no, hold on. So 2nd to 3rd requires 2 weeks of training. That'll cost a total of 400 GP.
That's a total of 400.
400, yeah, because it takes longer. It'll take 2 weeks.
But I thought it was 100 per week.
No. It's 100 per level per week.
Oh,
so it's an
okay.
exponential amount
So
going
it's,
up.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
How much gold do you guys have?
Well,
Not nearly enough.
I got 100, and another adventure like this is going to maybe that same amount, and I'll have more experience than I know what to do with. So, don't you know? We're broke, guys.
Pretty broke.
If only there was another way to get access to the trainers.
Well, there is.
Yeah. Also, there's more trainers as well, too. Like, these are not necessarily... You guys may not have met them yet, but, I mean, elsewhere in the region, there are other trainers as well. You just haven't met them yet. Okay, so what are we thinking then, guys? How do you want to go a straight shot across Patchwork Hills and hope you don't get lost? Do you want to head out to the New Mire, follow Cutter Brook, out to the New Mire, and then go from there? to head north?
I think whatever's the easiest traveling path, because Calidor is like his leg is pretty bad. So
Yeah.
I'd say the slower route to, without all the heavy hills.
Yeah.
Slightly longer route to get there would be the.
Oh, that's right. Rilgo's got that horrible scar on his face now too.
We do have that horse, so we might be able to help with that.
Mule? Have
Well,
somebody ride it? I
We
think
got
it's
the
carry
mule,
or
and
loot.
then we found that horse.
Oh yes, the horse that we didn't know what else to do with, so we
Yeah.
just left it hanging out in the goblin stronghold. Is it still there?
I think we did carry
Yeah.
all that coinage we found, right?
Yeah, coin is pretty heavy. Because it was we figured out that it's 50 coins make 1 pound. So what's your total weight in loot right now that you guys are bringing with you? I think you got it in one of the handouts, don't you? Party loot.
Yep.
Yeah. Jesus. So there's like 7,000 coins of copper. So it's 20. What is that? 90. There's about 10,000 coins. So 10,000 divided by 50 is divided by 10 is 1,000. Divided by 5 is 500. So it's like 500 pounds of coins that you guys have to transport. How are you going to manage that? And that's just the silver pieces and copper pieces.
wait, say that again.
So
10,000 coins.
10,000 coins, and every 50 coins weighs 1 pound. So
Yeah, well, that's 200 pounds.
200 pounds
10,000 divided by 50?
is 200.
Yeah, it's 200.
Okay.
That was the part I wasn't. Okay.
Because when I typed it in 100 pounds, we were assuming 100 coins was that.
Okay.
Okay. 200 pounds, jeez.
Yeah.
That's
So
still a F ton.
yeah. So who's gonna? Oh, I guess like if you get the mule should be able to easily handle that because it's in the weights that they can carry. But the mule's down in the canyon, and you guys are up top right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I've got animal handling skills, so I could probably.
Well, I'm assuming that what's in the you've left that coinage in the somewhere in the what do you call it, back in Heathertop Warren, because you guys were, no one affected their movement rates or whatever else. So I'm assuming you left that. We'll say you tell me. I am assuming you brought it up into that watchtower and left it up there. So that's where you slept the night before, right? So
Seems reasonable.
okay. So what are you guys going to do with that then? You want to try and get that horse and then load that sucker up and then make your way out, or what?
Well, the horse, there wasn't any like tack or saddle or any of the stuff for the horse around, was there? So seems like we need to get our mule.
I think we have to, yeah.
Okay.
We could try lowering the loot down with ropes, and then packing up on the mule, moving the mule back around to the opening, and then getting the horse to meet with it, and then go off from there. It'll probably take a good half day.
Well, we could. So if it's only 200 pounds, we could, between two of us, carry the gold at least to like the entrance that we got to the first time.
Do you have enough containers? Like there's that steamer trunk that it was in, that's going to weigh 200 pounds itself. But
Okay.
do you have does anyone have any other containers to spread that around in?
I've got a waterproof bag. Didn't specify how much.
Yeah, because it says in the thing
Coins
how many coins or how much weight each of them carries.
Sorry, I didn't see that on when I put it in there. So
Let's see, where's my equipment? Oop.
items are hard to find in AD&D books.
Yeah. Well, it's I like it the way it's more intuitively laid out in the first printing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand that the reprint, that like the PDF that you can get and get on print on demand. It's awful. So the storage, yeah, because this is the first printing of it, and I find that the layout on it is much better. It's easier on the eyes too. Okay, so A sack, a small sack carries 15 pounds. A large sack carries 30 pounds. 30. Large chest carries 100 pounds. But I'm going to say that there's that steamer chest that'll carry 200 instead. Backpack can carry 50 pounds.
Not a backpack.
I'm going to say you know what you guys can do is you can find in amongst the rest of the shit that's in the like that they've got in their barracks and whatever else. Someone give me 2d6 roll. Or a roll 2d6, please. Whatever the first one is, I'll see. I see 10. Great. So you found 10 small sacks. So the small sacks, that's 150 pounds of weight you could distribute around in those smaller things, and then you can have the steamer trunk to carry all the rest of your shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, or just leave the trunk and carry it in backpacks.
Which means you'd have to empty everything else out.
My backpack's almost empty already.
Oh, is it?
As
Okay.
it happens. It's got a flint and steel and a whetstone in it, and basically everything else is strapped to me.
My backpack is
And a couple of water skins.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically empty.
Nice.
I'm carrying cooking stuff and spices and rope and
Yeah.
you know.
But no, I'd be happy to dump out the flint and steel and put the rest of the weight in the backpack.
Jeez. Okay. So then that gives, that's just the coins. There is the other equipment that you guys got as well, right?
Yeah, we got a hatchet. It's like some kind of polearm blade.
Yep.
Ancient Elven God symbol. Goblin whips. A
7
chain shirt,
daggers.
scimitar. Another holy symbol. Blue silk gown and a signet ring.
Yeah.
Wonder if I could fit that into the bag I have. You said 15 pounds for the small bag?
15 pounds for the small bag, yeah.
Okay. I suppose I can throw that stuff in there. That should fit a scimitar, the gown.
Well, some of it got distributed. So the fine elven scimitar Chael has
Oh, I didn't know he took that.
the holy elven symbol. I think is Chael's also now.
Okay.
I can carry a bit more. I have 40 pounds of stuff, and I can carry 55.
Before you're starting encumbered.
My injury, does it affect my carrying or just my
Nope.
dexterity?
Just your dexterity for AC.
Okay.
And yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot you're getting an AC penalty, right? So
Yeah.
that's where well, I
Got
was
an
thinking,
AC of 10.
yeah. So it's to cure that that kind of wound. That's going to cost as well because that's a 4th level spell. So you either have to pay out of pocket for it or do some kind of fairly substantial favor for the Church of St. Yig. Or you say, not St. Yig, Church of St. Cuthbert. So what's the plan here, guys? I mean, it sounds like you've got a way of distributing the weight of all that coins and stuff like that around, so that's cool. Then what's the plan here? Going to walk your way out here, or...
Well, when I got the mule back into the ravine, I left a few trail markers to get us back the way we found. So maybe I should lead the mule back to the opening and everybody else beat up.
Hold on, let's not put the mule before the horse here. Your plan is to go off on your own and get the mule?
Well, maybe somebody should come with me, but I don't know if they're in the condition to do so.
No, because I mean, like, splitting the party has worked really well so far. So,
No, not at all.
It's been a while since you guys have been wandering around, but just take a moment to refresh your memory of what you guys have encountered. I'm not saying there's something out there, but I mean, like, we're rolling random encounters when you're wandering around there. So, if you're on your own, I mean, how's your 7 hit points going to do against a mountain lion?
Yeah, not well.
Well, if I get a color spray off, maybe. I don't know. I don't have much. We have to get the mule back in order to carry our stuff and anybody wounded as well. What do you guys think?
I mean, yes, we definitely need to get the mule back. I think the thing to do is probably to gather up. We've got enough containers for all the coins and stuff. we can take it at least to the entrance and kind of carry it in our arms, ready to drop at the first sign of danger, basically.
Yep.
Back towards the mule.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And go as a party, and then once we get there, we'll just, tie sacks to the mule, basically.
So how are you... Sorry, you're going to go across the rope bridge, or you're going to go down into the canyon?
I think just over the rope bridge and out the front exit.
And the mule's down the canyon, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how are we going to get the stuff down otherwise?
Lower with a rope.
Crushing silence suggests less confidence in that plan. Steve, what do you think, buddy?
Sorry, I just got here. I was in the bathroom, and that's why I was so quiet. All right.
The guys are planning some options of how to get out of Heathertop Warren right now and make their way back to Milbourne with the loot, ideally.
Very ideally.
So what are the options, guys? I want to get Steve's 2 cents in here.
Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Get back to the mule is plan 1. But getting down there... We left it down in the ravine.
Yeah, at the sort of entrance to the area where Heathertop Warren
Well,
starts.
why don't we start traveling across the bridge and someone... I know splitting the party is not a smart idea, but maybe someone can go get the mule.
Yeah, we have to get the mule, lead him through wilderness to get down to the front area, and then meet up with everybody.
So the thing is, just so you understand too, like you're not going to be able to automatically find that mule if you just decide to backtrack and go. If you go directly down into the canyon and go back, it's not that far away, so for sure you could find it again. But going back and then winding through all those canyons to try and find where this was again too, that's not a done deal.
Yeah, no, I left a few markers so that we might be able to find our way back, but I'm not sure how well they survived.
No. And to be honest, John, I don't remember you saying that. So
I did.
You may have. I don't remember that. And unless you were making a way that makes it very easy for you to be followed as well too, because that's what it sounds like you're doing. Then I mean that might also have an effect on the chance of random encounters.
Yeah.
Right.
It might have just been signs that I could follow. So, but whichever.
Okay. Steve, are you still there, bud, or did we lose you altogether? Oh, did we lose Steve all?
Yeah, he dropped.
Oh, okay, he'll be back, I'm sure. All right, so then what are we doing now, guys? What are we thinking?
So, sounds like best policy is to send, one person kind of rappelling down the side and then do, tie a sack to the end of the rope and lower it down to them, untie it, build up the pile at the bottom, and then, one at a time go down the side. And whoever is the best at climbing can stay at the top because they're going to have to climb down themselves unless we want to leave the rope there.
Okay.
That would be me. I'm really good at climbing.
Okay, so...
I don't know that you're the best, though.
Well, I've also got to use rope, so I can make a fancy rope.
That's right, because I think you get penalties to climb, whereas Calidor probably gets benefits to it.
Yeah, I have a minus 15 from my race, but I have a 70 total, so...
Oh, just less than my 75.
I'm also rounder and bounce more than you do.
No, but I'm injured. I'm glad to let you do the climb first or last.
Okay. So what's the plan then, guys? Who's going down first?
I guess even though he's injured, maybe Calidor is still the right person to climb down first.
Okay. So, and you have, there's 2 of you guys who have a rope. I think someone had tied 2 ropes together in order to get the appropriate length last time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to get Druin
Sure.
up, I believe.
Let's go back to the map of Heathertop Warren as well, and let's figure out where you guys want to... We don't need to be in turns here, but just you guys can... Oh, what's going on here? Come on, thing. Load. I just have a black screen right now.
Yeah, I have a black screen. Oh, wait. I can see a tiny little sliver.
If I'm
Oh,
not
there we are.
zooming out all the way.
Oh, yeah, I'm still clicked on that. That's why. Here we go. I'm a dummy. There we go. I can see the whole thing now. Okay, so, guys, you guys are right here.
Yeah.
Where would you like to make your way down?
Well, we climbed from that direction, if I remember right, up. Yeah.
You may want to pick a color other than white. I don't think.
Oh wait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no one can see.
I can see it because of the blackness. So,
Yes, but you are correct where you pointed.
Yeah.
that way.
Okay. Sorry, John. I keep making you change colors. I'm like,
Like this way. Is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, if we didn't pull the rope and disassemble it, it should still be over there. So.
Yeah, they may not have found it.
Well, you guys didn't like. There's no assembly. What are you talking about? Assembled? There's no apparatus that was used to bring people up and down. It was
So we tied the ropes together and I knotted it a little bit to help Druin climb up.
right. But if that's what you mean by apparatus, you mean a rope. There's not
Right.
like what I mean is that there's no pulley or something like that. Like
No.
Yeah,
Nothing fancy.
yeah. So okay. So then, where you guys go ahead and move yourselves. Tell me where you're going to be making your move.
Yep.
Stop.
Oops. I need this thing to move.
All right. Dorman, give me a dex check, please.
Always with the traps. My dexterity is decent. 20.
Oh no!
I would like to spend my
Astonishing fortune. Yeah. Well, you guys have 3 points right now until Steve comes back. So 2 points left. Not 20. Oh no!
Ow!
Dorman takes 5 points of damage. DR will not apply against this.
Okay.
Oh my word.
Oh shit! So you get one right through your foot at this point. Ah! And stagger back. Jeez. So after you guys were caught by bear traps, after you walked into other pit traps before spike traps, after you got garroted and nearly choked into unconsciousness too, you guys still aren't checking for traps whatsoever. Oh
Nope.
jeez. Okay.
You know what? Let's go back the other way where I already disabled the traps, and then we should be fine. How's that?
Dorman's limping a little bit. By disable the traps, you mean walked into those ones too?
I disabled one of them. Yeah, Dorman's like spitting curses. He's like, let's go the other way. Fucking goblin.
Leave his
Goblin.
bloody footprints behind him. Oh
Oh,
god.
my goodness. That's just hilarious.
All right. Go ahead and move yourselves, guys. I noticed that everyone is waiting for Dorman to go first now.
Yeah.
So-
Well, yeah.
Dorman's gonna look back and like, they didn't set traps up inside while we were sleeping, did they? No? Okay.
well, they did because
What?
you
Yeah,
guys.
they did. Yeah, no, they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
They did set up some traps inside.
Okay, I'm gonna
While
look
we
for
were
traps
sleeping.
now as I go. Just
Okay.
done.
So remember, each time you're doing that, that's about 10 minutes.
Let's just go around the outside like you originally suggested.
That's where I stepped into the trap. The only
No,
path.
go around the outside along the other way,
Yeah,
the way we already
have
went.
to go through here to get there because I didn't check down this way.
Okay, well then we'll go through here.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna look for traps in these two rooms and then
Okay.
back the way I know we went.
Okay. So as
My-
far as you can tell, Dorman, there are no traps from that leading from that room into the next one.
Okay,
What's sorry? What your find traps was what again?
3-0.
3-0. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then same over here.
Okay. Stop.
Yep.
How was your week, John? Good.
Pretty good.
That's all.
Feeling my backup character, if that's what it takes.
That's all I wanted to know. Okay, let me roll here for you. I love role-playing games.
I'm here to have fun. I don't care.
All right, so then, Dorman, you carry on. As far as you can tell, no traps in this room either.
Okay.
As far as you can tell.
So I'm gonna look around and make sure the two holes that were there previously are still there.
The 2 holes that were there previously are still there, yeah.
Fuck that trap and that trap. Come on, guys.
Okay. Those 2 traps do appear to be there.
Okay. I remember I disabled this one. It took me a while, but I fell in that one.
Yep.
So
So-
go like this is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Just
So you
Yeah,
just
follow
getting
me.
careful. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Fucking traps. You're lucky I only put 15 points a level into it.
Well, it's, you know what it means? What I'm doing is making your characters one of your core competencies valuable in the game.
I know. It's like Pathfinder Grognard here is like, I can't max it out. What?
I do have, I got notification my copy of Runes of Undermountain is on the way, so it should be here shortly. So I'll have in my hot little hands the, what, like 4 or 5 pages worth of traps. Awesome.
Okay, guys, this is where we came up.
Yep. Okay.
I'm going to take some time and bandage my foot before I try climbing down.
Okay. Your foot is bandaged. The hole in your... I guess the multiple holes in your boots at this point. What's another one, really? You know, it's just you hope it doesn't rain because it'll be wet. Okay. I'll bet you somewhere in the rules I can find AD&D rules for trench foot as well, too. So.
We'd agree to play with those. I don't know.
All right. So, then... Hey. Oh, so did someone...
Where's the bard?
That was the bard?
I know Steve's gone, but I was like, where's the bard? The hell is this bard?
Yeah, I don't know where Steve was. I was just checking to see if I got a text from him. Let's see here. Actually, all right, let me shoot him a text. He may be going out for his birthday.
How dare he? Brian in the park said, there's a reason cart guarding pays well, John.
Yeah, really. Brian's got the right idea.
But that doesn't Brian, make a great adventurer. Come on.
Rez, howdy, howdy. Okay. All right, so then who is the first one that's going to go down on the rope?
That'd be Calidor, right?
Yeah.
We need somebody to catch the dwarf.
So long as you're using your rope, I'm not... basically, there is a 0-0. If you give me a percentile roll, if you roll 100, then you'll fail. Otherwise, this can be a piece of piss for you. Okay. So, Calidor, you safely make your way down. Who is next?
So now down here?
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Bergour.
So, Bergour, what is your current weight?
Current weight? Well, we're sending the treasure down first, right?
Yeah, you can assume all the treasures on the bottom.
Current weight is... Nope, it's not listed there. It's listed over here. 68 pounds.
68 pounds. Of stuff plus what? And what's your body weight?
Body weight is 157 pounds.
Okay, so you're only about 210. Okay, so... What's your strength again, Dorman?
15.
15, okay.
I'm a burly, rotund gnome.
Yeah, I think that, like, I'm assuming that when Calidor went down, the two of you were doing that, so I'm not concerned about the extra, you know, because you guys don't have any pythons or anything, so you can't put this rope, you're having to use if you're using the rope, you're using your weight to do it, so... I think I am going to calculate your percentage chance here, Bergour.
All right.
Okay, just so you have a natural... Oh, you don't have a mountaineering proficiency, right?
No.
There's a dwarf. Okay. 40%. You're wearing splint mail?
Yes.
Okay, so that's down to 15%. Rope brings it up to 60. But I'm going to bump that down another 10 because it's not like secured in a specific location. It's the gnome trying to hold you on. Well, here, no, why don't I do this? John, give me a strength test. Strength check for me.
Okay.
Because you're pretty burly.
Yes, I am.
And you're low to the ground.
Come on, roll 20.
Oh. Okay, so then no. So 50% is the climbing thing.
All right.
So,
before I make this roll, can I spend Astonishing Fortune on it if I fail, or is this one?
Yes, I will let you do that. Yeah.
All right. Then I'm going to roll 1d100.
Go.
Wait, under?
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Good roll.
Okay, so Bergour, you like your mountain kin. I don't think we ever established if you're a hill dwarf or a mountain dwarf.
I don't know.
Okay. So
Is there one that spends? Because are the hill dwarves like live on top of hills or live underneath hills like the mountain dwarves?
They tend to live like both surface and subsurface. Mountain dwarves they're Tolkien dwarves. They live only in the bowels of the mountains.
Well, then I think I've been acting like a mountain dwarf then. Because I'm talking about fighting goblins in tunnels and things like that.
Yep, totally. I buy that. Okay, Bergour, you can go ahead and place yourself down on the ground as well.
All right.
Then, Dorman, you have no extra weight coming in, so it's really just... and I think you throw the rope down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that they can recover it. Okay, then, and you're not encumbered right now, so I think... go ahead and give us a... Let's see here, slippery... No, go ahead and give us a climb check, please.
Thief climb check or the D100 roll?
The thief one, please.
Okay. I think only you'll be able to see it, but...
Okay. 0 successes.
Wait, no, but mine just... Oh, I rolled a 75. Damn it.
Yeah.
The game is trying to kill me, guys.
Okay, hold on here. But... I think what you find is this, you're not able to get yourself down. It's not that you fall. It's that you just can't find a way. Like, your little stubby arms are not able to find a way to get yourself down. Remember how this happened last time with with Druin coming up, right? So you realize now that you're trying to make your way down that you just can't find enough close enough handholds to get yourself down. So what you need to do is the circumstances need to change in order for you to make another attempt. So what are you thinking? You could spend that last point of Astonishing Fortune if you want, but...
You could try a different spot on the cliff.
I could.
I don't think that's sufficient, like, unless it would be some dramatically different place. I don't know.
What? Like 20 feet over? Like, that's what I'm saying.
No, like it's got to be something substantial difference. It's not like, I'll shuffle over.
Threw the rope down. That was not good.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Should I spend Astonishing Fortune?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. How about we do that and go down to 1 left? Okay. And let's fold it again.
Okay.
Feel it coming in.
Here we go. Come on. You got a good chance of this. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So after careful consideration and carefully studying it, no problem, you make your way down. Okay. So, guys, we can drop into a little bit of narrative theater of the mind here. So you make your way over to where you had secured that mule.
He's probably really hungry.
Well... what I can tell you is something's not hungry anymore. That mule is dead. All you find left is the remains of some kind of something attacked it, and the bridle, or the thing is where you secured it, has been broken. But there is a sign of lots and lots of blood around here, and that thing was pretty laden down. So... Turns out leaving your mule out overnight in these hills with wild dogs and mountain lions and whatever other shit you haven't encountered yet, not a good strategy. So, I think if you spend some time, you may be able to try and locate some of those redoubts that you had constructed. They're not here, but I think this is a relatively easy thing to follow. Or what you can do is try and just get yourself out of these canyons. What are you guys thinking?
The redoubts may be useful when we come back, if we come back.
True.
How about we locate them and then stash them in a space where we can find them easier, and then try to make our way out of here?
Okay, let's do it.
We can loop around for the horse later, but
Okay.
yeah.
So go ahead and give me a tracking check then, please, Dorman.
Ooh, I have tracking.
Let's see here. Okay, so you're able to locate one of them. So far, there are 2 that you guys had constructed. This takes you about an hour and a half to locate this thing.
Wow, that you must have been booking it before it died.
Well, this is you're not able to follow a direct line. There's a lot of trial and error trying to find where this thing's gone. You know, you can't when you're tracking, you can't be running along at a regular pace. So,
unless you're, our favorite ranger.
Yes. Oh boy. Let's see here. Then if you want to try it again, you can go ahead and make another check. So we get the other one.
Nope.
No. Okay. So unfortunately, it probably went across some kind of brook or something at some point, and you lost the trail, or maybe it's broken, or who knows. But you have recovered one of those things, and you want to secure it down here in the canyon.
Maybe not in the canyon in case a flash flood comes along, which might happen based on the way this place looks.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe drag it with us a bit and stash it above the water line.
Okay.
So we can find it on our way back if we can.
Okay, so you're going to carry this back to Cutterbrook, you said? Or
Cutterbrook's a long way.
like it's a canyon, right? So it's not really like just up above the water line. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea, because if we ever have to do a frontal assault again, we'll need them on the front end coming in. What do you guys think? Do you think we can muscle it there?
Seems like that's our, limited options. That's probably the best one for now.
And how much do these things weigh?
I think they're either 60 or 100. I can't remember what I said.
I think you said 60.
60? Yeah, that sounds about right. So adding 60 to each of your encumbrances, does that put anybody over? Only because
it'll put me at moderate.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's my max is 170?
Yeah, that's severe encumbrance.
Max press. Oh, how do you decide? How do you figure it out?
Hold on, it's in Player's Handbook.
Well, we have a movement tab that calculates that for us.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, is there? Okay.
It's towards the top under saving throws.
Okay, so you're...
Oh, there. If I carry 60... Yeah, that puts me into moderate.
Okay, so what that means is I think by the time you guys, all said and done, you secure that thing, evening's going to get you only to about there.
Okay.
Okay,
Yep.
So let me make one more check here, okay? So for this evening, I gotta get my calendar out again because we're traveling. It, incidentally, guys, is the 20th of Wilson. It has been 1, 2, almost 3 months since you first set out from your original location. So, that evening, you guys are going to keep watch. Okay. So, the evening, let me move your tokens up to meet you guys here, because I got them all together, kind of. Now you can easily heal yourselves. Whoopsies. There we go. All right, guys. So, unfortunately, you do not have the benefit of Chael's ministrations, or not ministrations, but his first aid skills. So, you guys will only recover 1 hit point each for the evening. No one's got any spells or whatnot. So, Dorman, whatever spells you want to prepare, go ahead and do that.
Okay, well, I'm pretty sure my armor took damage when I took damage from the trap. Is that right?
No, because it didn't give a DR. It's not. It wasn't an attack roll.
Okay.
Yeah, your armor's fine.
I don't need to up that. I'm going to... What do you guys think? We're going to need probably color spray. I've got spook, and I always prepare armor just in case. I have enlarge, grease. No? About it? You guys have any...
It's your call. Bergour knows you're going to hit him with color spray, so...
Sleep, sleep.
Okay, so then, guys, let's check the... Oopsies. Interesting. All right. So the morning, and unfortunately because there's only 3 of you, the interesting stuff is going to happen while one of you guys are on watch. Okay. Bergour, would you give me... Oh, hold on. I'm going to roll. Let's see who's on watch here. 1, 2, 3. 1. Dorman, give me a D10 roll, please.
Okay, is it for a surprise?
It is.
Do I get my +1?
You do.
So D10 +1.
Don't worry about doing that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, that's okay. All right, so you're not surprised. This thing is not surprised. Okay, so encounter distance is... Let me set up the old mappy map here, guys. I think I... Did I do a canyon map now? I did. Look at that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, so let me get the 3 of you guys. I'll grab you from where I left you. In here. So I need Bergour, and I need Calidor, and I need... Oh, Dorman, you're not on this map yet. Dorman, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I was trying to abstain myself so I didn't get too much experience.
Yeah, let's see. Where are you guys? Oh, there we are. Okay. Okay. Oh, I found... Oh, Druin's... it's funny that I guess the last time I used this map, we had a different illustration for Druin. Oh, how things change.
Is that when he had a shield?
Yeah. Yeah, so this must be an old map, jeez. That was a funny realization. Wait, my god hates shields? Okay. Alright, and then I need to check a distance here for this random encounter. And let's change up the music as well, too. We've been listening to this for quite some time here. Let's see if there's something more interesting. Stop that. How about this? Ooh, that sounds good. Okay. No one's surprised. Okay. Okay. Oh, jeez. All right.
I know the first thing I'm going to do, and I haven't even seen the map yet.
Is that take damage?
No. I'm going to try to avoid that at all costs.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Okay. So, guys, I'm going to move you over to the tactical map here. Go. You guys are right here. Now, Dorman is the one who's on watch right now. You guys have just sort of just woken up. You're getting yourselves ready. And, John, you're going to be starting us off with rolling initiative in a second here, but let me show you what's coming in. Actually, let me find it in the book, and also let me roll reaction as well, because I want to see how...
So, when you say they're getting up and getting ready, was I able to alert them before?
No, they... I think you are the only one on watch right now. Mm-hmm. They're just... but I will let them be in armor. So you guys won't be, you know... Calidor won't have a 12 AC. Okay, I rolled... Oh yeah, okay. Okay. go. Here we go. Here we go. So, Dorman. 1, 2, 3. Cougar. All right, mountain lion time. This is like Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Redemption. Every time you leave town, goddamn cougars. Okay. Well, up here. Alrighty. Alrighty. I'm on the wrong layer. Oh, nope. Get that. That. Put a health bar on there for you guys. So you can see it hopefully go down. Alrighty. Okay, so then, Dorman, you're going to be rolling initiative. You're the one who spots this thing. It sees you. It's coming in right now. Everyone figure out what you're doing for the round. And Dorman, beat my 5. Oh! Alright, so my action is on an 8 is my first thing. Go ahead and enter your actions here, guys.
I think it's 8. So that's...
Yeesh. Okay. So Dorman's on a 5, Bergour's on a 2. So Bergour, you're up first. What are you doing?
I'm just standing up and grabbing my axe and shield.
Okay, you're ready. So you can see this thing coming in. Dorman, you're up next. What are you doing?
Dorman's gonna shout out just in case he didn't hear. Cougar, get ready! And then I'm gonna try and do my. I want to tumble so that I can raise my AC for the round and like dodge at it with dagger raised. So I'm just basically I'm not attacking. I'm just using my tumbling.
Your
skill
defense?
now.
Okay, yeah. So and then parrying. So your parry will be +2 to your AC because I don't think.
Tumbling doesn't let me do anything but tumble. It just gives me +4 to AC.
Oh, great. Okay, yeah. Then go
If
ahead.
I make the roll.
So yeah, give me a tumbling roll. Nice, excellent. Okay, so you're rolling back and forth.
Like dodge and weaving stat, just not attacking. Just yeah.
Like that. Somersault.
Pivot.
Okay, fantastic. Well, with a 17 tumbling, I mean, like you're doing much more than just a somersault. Okay, although like
imagine it's a short, rotund, heavy gnome doing it.
Gonna astound the cougar, I see.
What you need to look up, Dorman, Junks. I don't know if you're familiar with Alpha Flight at all, but go ahead while I'm doing the cougar's turn. Look up Puck cartwheel attack.
I know who Puck is.
Yes.
The Canadian version of the Avengers or whatever.
Yeah, Alpha Flight's a Canadian version. Created by John Byrne, a Canadian artist.
Sasquatch was on the team.
Sasquatch was on the team, correct. But the thing is if you look up Puck, there's an awesome thing of his cartwheel attack that John Byrne drew. Mm-hmm. It's hilarious. He's a little person who's a superhero, and that's his whole power.
Well, he was actually a really big, tall guy that got cursed into a midget form.
That was That was something that was introduced by a different writer, by Bill Matlow.
That's what I know Puck as.
Yeah. I mean, it's canon. It's just that there was a. It was neither here nor there, but about 21 or 24 issues or so into the thing, John Byrne got fed up with it, so he swapped titles with Bill Matlow and Mike Mignola, and they were doing Hulk before, so he went to do Hulk, they came and did Alpha Flight, and then suddenly there was all this crazy shit that was introduced. You're like, wait, this seems off character from what he was writing, but...
It's been a long time since I read those comics.
Yeah. They're pretty fucking great, still. Even the Bill Matlow ones are not, they're very different, but they're still not bad. If for no other reason, the Mike Mignola covers, he's the guy who created Hellboy. The Mike Mignola Alpha Flight covers are fucking amazing. A show of what would come later. But anyway, so we've finished the comic review portion of our D&D session. Okay, so then I guess next up is this thing. So it comes and leaps in on you, Dorman. Dorman, what is your current AC then?
Modified between my armor and tumbling, it's a -1.
-1, good for you. Okay. Wait, your armor class is a 3 normally?
With my...
Oh, because your dex is really good, yeah.
Yeah, with my dex, it sets it as a -3 adjustment, so...
Yeah.
6 -3 -4.
Yeah, that's right, okay. So here we go. then, so this thing has, unfortunately, 3 attacks on you. First
No.
attack.
Just one before you get shot.
Okay, so I do need a really high roll to actually hit you. So his claw comes in and misses. Second claw misses as well, so you're not going to get raked.
Did we, does he get all of his attacks up front?
Yep, because so one of the things that we changed, we were doing wrong was that with multiple, if they've got multiple sources of attacks, you get to make one with each source. That's what Druin gets to make all of his axe attacks all at once.
That's right.
And now the bite.
The first time I've been attacked since we did that, so.
Bite misses. Okay, then it's Caldor. What are you doing?
Well, my plan was to shoot it with a bow.
Shoot it.
I'll take a little 5-foot step there to get
Okay.
a better angle.
Okay, -3 to hit, remember, because of firing into melee.
Do I just put -3 into the thing?
Yep.
Under the second one.
Yeah,
right?
and then
That-
that'll automatically modify it.
This one, -3. There's just so many boxes that come up.
Yeah. AC1 is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, nice. Is this thing...
It's a
Based on the
medium-sized
arrow.
creature. Yeah. Ooh,
Nice.
holy shit. Massive first hit. Boy, oh boy.
It's
Okay,
so
now,
confused with the
and
gnome.
you have a second shot too, Caldor. Go ahead. -3 as well.
It's me left. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Ooh. What's
Eight
the
on the-
opposite?
Go ahead and roll damage.
Well, it's an 8
Oh,
on
no,
the
you rolled
die.
an 8. Okay, never mind. I kept seeing a 3. Holy shit.
No.
So the -3 is the...
That is a miss. Yeah, there is still 1 point of Astonishing Fortune left if you want to use it. You're going to save it for
no.
not dying.
Yeah, I think exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would like not to die.
Oh, yeah, you guys got no healing right now. Oh, boy. Okay, so then it is... yes, that's the end of that round. We are on to a favored round. John, you're still winning initiative. Everyone figured out what you want to do this round? And then John... Oh, shit. Beat my 1.
Die.
Come on. Oh, boy. Holy smokes. Okay, so...
Does Tumble keep going until I act again, or
Nope. I don't think so.
not cool, guys?
Okay, so here we go. Were you planning on tumbling this round, though? Is that what you declared?
I was going to, yes.
Okay.
I'm
So
not
if you...
changing my mind now. That's what I was.
No,
planning to do.
that's totally fine, John. Go ahead and give us a roll. Then what I'll let you do is make the roll and see if you're going to benefit from it this round.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought, yeah, because your AC was, or your initiative was quite low. Nice. Okay, so your AC is still the same.
Okay.
All right. So first thing, Dorman, and you can picture this is a continuing on to the last thing. You're sort of ducking and weaving, and like as this thing is going in, you're doing hand flips backwards. First paw, a miss. Whoop, where'd that dice go?
Didn't count.
Where did it go?
Sounded like it hit something flat and didn't roll.
Yeah, and I don't know if I just toss it in the corner. I can't remember what colored dice I was using either. So, all right, here we go. Second attack. Miss. This is the big one, though. The bite. It claws at you. You duck. Claws at you again. You leap and tumble over it. Then its big jaws come in. That's a hit.
No, it's not.
Oh, so here we go. Jaws come down. Your AC or your DR will apply against this. Come on, roll low. Roll low, roll low. Roll low, roll low. 1! Only 1 point of damage. So your DR will apply. So this thing does get its jaws on you, but you see this like shimmer of magical energy, and you pull yourself back before the jaws can close. Holy smokes. That was pretty fucking close. Okay, next up, so Dorman is tumbling this round still. Bergour, you're up next. What are you doing?
All right, I am moving in, and I'm gonna try to smack it.
Go ahead.
No bonus.
AC 6. That does hit it. Yes.
All right.
There we go. Big
Well, I
damage.
wouldn't-
9. So you kill it outright. What does it look like?
Well, it overextended itself with the bite, and I get it like right just behind the head at where the start of the neck.
Yes. Nice. Okay. Keep your tally of things. Yeah, I've never been so glad to roll a 1. Holy smokes.
Well,
Like, I don't want to kill your guy with a mountain lion.
it'd be fine, but I built Dorman so that he could do something like this, but he's not stabbing, he's serving as a distraction.
Oh, totally. No, that's a great choice on that. Some of the other hits, I think it would have been hitting more often.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, good call. All right, guys.
Yes, if I can't tumble, I run. That's all I can do.
Yeah. So a quick reminder then that these hills are full of danger. That means one mountain lion is down. Okay, so this is only the beginning of the day. You still have your travel before you. So let's talk about what route you guys are taking. Boom. Oh, hold on. Oops, shit. Wrong button. Move you over here. I think I can actually... Hold up. I'm going to archive one of these pages here. Boom. Yeah. And let me quickly move or change music here.
Yeah, I'm getting to the point in my my game that I run that I have just too many maps up top.
Yeah. No, I don't want that.
Come on, guys. They're only level 7 now. Got 13 more levels to go. Ooh.
No, I'm sick of this one, too.
Oh, I like that one.
Oh, do you? Okay. Well, yeah, I'll put that one on then. There we go. You were nearly eaten by a mountain lion, so I think your dealer's choice is up. Okay, so then, guys, let's move over to... There we go.
Certainly hope the local druids don't hate us for all these animal killings we're doing.
Okay. Where to now, guys? Do you intend to go straight up the side of the hills to avoid getting lost? Or do you try and like make your way? If you make good time, you may be able to make it all the way to those farms.
I think
Yeah, I
we
think
could
that's the
push
plan,
as
is to just
far as
go.
we can to the farms, yeah. Just hustle or something. Double time.
Okay.
If Galador can keep up.
He'll try.
Okay.
I mean, even moving at half speed is as fast as we are.
Okay. So let's see here. The distance. Let's see here is. Yeah, you'd have to like have an extended day of hiking in order to make it to the farmlands. Like make it out of the hills.
Almost getting eaten by a cougar. I'm up for that.
Yeah. Okay. So let me go here. Let's see here. First day. Whoopsies.
Yeah, we're almost better to push and try and get out of the most dangerous section.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna mark down on the calendar what you're doing.
Might be able to use my endurance skill again.
Yeah, and I think that was quite good for you last time.
Only skill I'm not happy with is navigation.
Yeah.
Doesn't do anything out from the sea.
Well, I mean, you guys do have control over where you want to go. Okay. Then, I'm not worried about you getting lost, but let's roll encounter. Okay. Oh yeah, there's modifiers too. Shoot. Alright. So, you guys begin your travels up the side of the Patchwork Hills. And again, like the hills are up onto to the east, to the right of you as you're making your way along. To the left is the stinking mire stretching out. And I think that because it's now much more in the heat of summer as well, too, you guys are being eaten alive by mosquitoes. So, let me quickly check something here. Okay. So, you guys are... give me... let's see here. Jeff, give me a D10 roll, please.
Yep. Oops.
Okay. So you guys are making your way along, and you don't quite notice us. I think. Well, why do you think you guys were distracted, making your way along here?
Mosquitoes.
Yeah, maybe. It's just the weariness, the limp that Caldor is
The extra
walking with here.
weight.
Yeah. So it's a tedious
awkward.
fucking grind going along here, and the humidity is probably quite bad today as well too. So it's just, and as you established last session, Caldor is pretty fed up with this place, right?
Yep.
I'm getting there too.
Mm.
Still want to kill more goblins though.
Check it out. Big thanks to Elanion, awesome author of Astonishing Swordsman and Sorcerers of Hyperborea. Sent this flask along.
Nice.
Yeah, fucking love it. So this will be my drinking flask for every gaming session now. And
Sponsor.
what's that?
Good sponsor.
Hey, he sent me. Yeah, this was a very unexpected thing. I bought 2 copies of Astonishing Swordsman and Sorcerers of Hyperborea to include in the raffle, and then I opened the box up and found this sucker in there. So, pretty awesome. He is a good guy.
I need to get into this raffle. I want those.
Yeah, they're amazing. They're one of my favorite rule books, and the Eberron book is actually, or box set is fucking incredible as well. So there's some really good prizes. I need to this weekend email some other publishers to find out. I might see if Noble Knight wouldn't mind kicking something in as well too, like because we run so many old school games, if they wouldn't mind kicking in. But we'll see. It's they're not. It's not like a publisher who can just write off donations or whatnot. That would be money out of their pocket. So I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, let's see here. You guys are making your way along, and you suddenly come over. I'm picturing that the way you're walking is sort of just off of the mire, kind of going up and down what you know to be solid ground, but it's sort of walking on an angle. And you know how exhausting it is when you're walking on an angle too, with one leg longer than the other. So it's just maybe Bergour, being from the mountains, you may be sort of used to that. Although you were under the mountains, not over the mountains, so this may be equally tedious for you. But you guys suddenly come across this crest, and what you find waiting there is a group of... Let's see here. How many do fire giants travel in?
Usually groups of 3.
So 3 you come across, and there are 3 farmers who are waiting there, and each of them has kind of like a rake or a hoe or something that they sort of like, "Huh!" and are holding it up towards you. And this completely catches you guys by surprise. So what do you think your immediate reaction is when you suddenly come across this group of 3 individuals?
Well, I know Dorman would say, "What the hell are you 3 doing out here? Don't you know there's cougars and goblins and shit?"
Okay. What is your charisma modifier for reactions?
I have a +1 reaction modifier.
+1 reaction modifier. Okay.
I don't have any charisma.
Okay. Dorman's the one who's talking, so I'll apply his modifier. Yeah. So you say that, and they kind of stop and they look at you, the 3 of you. Well, what are you doing out here? Wait, are you the ones that Lord Carmen sent?
3 of such group, yes.
Oh. Did you deal with them? Are the goblins gone?
We've killed a lot of goblins, but they're not all dead. We're heading back for supplies.
Oh, and so one of the guys hits the other one and it's like, "See, I told you. They weren't done yet." And the other one's like,
"What are you doing out here?"
"Oh, well, they all kind of look at each other. We were out for a walk." Yeah, and the other one says, we were out for a walk."
We are miles away from the nearest safe point. There are lamprey things in the mire, and we just killed a cougar 2 hours ago. You guys need to go home.
They look kind of chastened, like, "All right. Are you traveling that way?"
Well, yeah. We aren't carrying these things for the hell of it.
Is that from the Goblin Hold?
Yeah.
Wow. So you took a lot. Do you mind if we come with you?
You can follow us back to safety, I suppose. Know how to use that pointy stick?
Yeah. They sort of grab it, and Bergour, you're just embarrassed by the grip they've got on it. Like, it's the, you know, I don't know what the particulars necessarily would be, but it's the equivalent of, like, someone seeing someone put, like, a, you know, a golf or, like, a baseball grip on a golf club. Right? Where you're just like, oh, that's not going to do what you were hoping it would do. Do you say anything or do anything to try and correct them in this, Bergour, or just let them, like, fuck you? Better you than me, buddy.
Not at this point.
Okay.
Durham will say, well, with our luck, we're going to fight a couple cougars and maybe a stray goblin. So, if things get bad, hide behind the guy in the armor.
Okay.
And, like, jab at it when you have a chance.
That's sort of been your strategy, right? So there's one more.
Worked.
Okay. So the rest of the day, and you guys keep hiking on until about like 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night. It is long, and it is exhausting. But you find yourself free of the mire. Finally. What you find out is that of these three farmers, their places are actually not too far away. They all sort of have areas near each other, and if you do try and like warm up to them or chat with them, what you'll find is that it seems that they were going out to try and recover shit from some of the flooded barns. They know that there's property left behind. They know that people didn't leave everything or weren't able to take everything with them. So they were thinking they would go out and try and get some stuff in the mire. When you tell them about the lampreys, they are horrified. They had no idea that was out there.
Yeah, they ate my dog.
Wait, you were able to keep a dog in the hills?
Well, yes. I'm not like you guys. Don't know how to handle a mud.
Well, I guess technically you didn't actually get it to the hills, though, so...
I don't I still say that. It's just...
Okay, so, well, I mean, if that's the approach that you're taking to them, I don't think they are going to offer you a place to stay then.
Well...
Because you've been kind of an ass to them, so...
Well,
like...
think of the situation we're in. We're angry, grumpy...
No, and that's fair. I'm just saying, like, that I don't think that they're going to... Like, they're certainly not going to offer you a place to stay. They thank you for escorting them out, but you were a jerk, so they say, all right, get on your way. So if you guys are... I guess you were just camping rough again. So then that'll be... all right, so then you guys will camp. Let's see what happens over the evening, if anything. Okay. Where's my calendar? Okay.
Good to be playing AD&D again. The week was too long away.
Yeah, totally. Oh, jeez. Okay. Switching pens up here. My pen's kind of dying.
I think I missed 3 sessions. Jeez.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Overtime. Ugh. Guys, don't let Dorman monopolize the session. You guys can say stuff too.
Okay.
No, absolutely. I don't know. The human farmers are not Calidor's favorite people.
Okay. Now, let's make one more check here. So you guys each heal 1 hit point for the evenings.
Oh, can I recast armor before I go to bed?
Can you recast armor? Yeah, of course, yeah.
Because I lost the 1 point. So
Yep, absolutely, yeah. Okay. Okay. And as so the next morning, as you guys are kind of packing up and getting ready to head out for the day now, is the plan to go straight to the east? You know, past the what are they called? The terraces to make your way towards Harleton.
Yeah, I think so.
Think so? Okay. So as you're making your way, along, guys, or as you kind of finish packing up, quite early in the day, you come across a pair of merchants who are actually traveling in the opposite direction. And they're making their way along. They are actually, hold on. Where's my random NPC stuff? Give me a sec here. Where's my monster manual? Where's my monster manual? Here we go. Let's see, because I don't know what I could foresee there being lots of different ethnicity, not ethnicities, the actual races, ancestries, I guess. Is what Pathfinder would say.
You can't trust halflings.
Can't trust halflings. Okay. What am I looking at here? Okay. They're both human, and yeah, as you make your way up to them, they are. Yeah. Check one thing here. I think I got, and I'll get you guys involved in the dice rolls here. I don't know, as exciting as I'm sure it is for you guys to sit and watch me roll dice off camera. We can't do that all night, so.
Just riveting, edge of my seat kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know. What will this person be? Why don't you give me a... what the F sharp? Come on. Let's see here. Jeff and Arlen, give me a percentile roll each, please.
Okay. 10.
Okay. Dose.
67.
Okay, interesting. You know, I will say that there's some other good products for this as well, too. The Pathfinder First Edition Game Mastery Guide has some really great random tables in it. I really enjoy this book.
Have it on PDF, but I highly recommend it too.
Yeah, it's a really these digest ones, which apparently Paizo's announced they're keeping in print now. So they're going to be publishing two, like constantly keeping the digest size PF1 editions and PF2, which means they're not going to release a digest size of PF2, which I'd really love. I'd really love. Anyway, so with these you come across these two, and they are. What are they going to sell? What are they going to sell? I think they're going to sell.
I hope they have new boots.
A Cooper. Oh, you know what? Sure. Let's say that's what one of them is selling. One of them is that time of year. One of them is a I can't remember. What do you call a leather worker? Do you call it a leather worker, or
I think so.
Is there a name for a boot maker?
There's a cobbler.
Cobbler.
Right. So
Traveling cobbler.
yeah. So anyway, it's a cobbler and a, let's see here.
Oh, it must be that time of the year for all the farmer kids to get new shoes.
Yeah, and there's probably something related to that too, then, right? So it'd be a cobbler and how about a leather worker as well? So like that's both of them kind of work with leather, but one of them is like makes harnesses and stuff like that, and the other one makes this. So they are, you know, like, oh hi, you know. So the and I think that these guys have likely heard about you as well. You never met these two merchants before, but they're sort of making their way from farmhouse to farmhouse, trying to ply their wares. They've got a big mule that's covered in a bunch of, like, you know, raw leather and stuff like that. What you find is one of them will not shut up about the toads of the redwood. And he's like, have you noticed? Once he hears that, you know, he asks if you guys have traveled to Chernit, if you've made your way to Thurmaster, and when you hear about that, this guy is just like, did you know? Did you see the toads? Did you see the toads and frogs lurking on the side of the banks in the redwood?
I think we killed a few of them.
Did you? They infest the place.
The giant eel ate my dog.
Oh, the eels are found all the way along, but the frogs of the redwood, it's such a mystery. Why? Why frogs only there? Why so many of them?
There's a wizard in Thurmaster. You can probably ask him. Probably got some juicy gossip.
Oh, I tried. He told me I was a fool, that there was no mystery to be solved there, but I tell you there is. There is some secret to this.
Could be breeding season.
No, but they're always there, though. I've traveled the Churnet for years, and every time we go by, more frogs. Every time.
Strange, we've only been here 3 months.
You've only been here 3 months, and you've seen them?
Yeah.
Then yes.
I think it was 4 weeks back was the last time I was...
Then you're familiar, yes. You mark my words, keep your eyes out. Frogs. And somewhere in those woods, a mystery to be solved. If one of you looks over at his companion, he kind of is like this appears to be a normal, thing he drops into and talks about. He talks about the frogs of the redwood the way that heavily caffeinated conspiracy theorists do. So he's just chattering away about this shit. The other guy is sort of asking about what you guys have been up to. Did who you're serving Lord Carmen? Do you know Lord Carmen? Do you have familiarity with him?
I shook his hand a few times.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me, who services his tack and harness? Because he has those mines. And mules are used to great effect up there. And if I don't want to speak ill of someone's wares that I have not seen, but you ask anyone, my harnesses better than 5 shires around.
Maybe it was Rastifer, I think. He's got the general store, but...
He just sells things.
Oh.
And, you've met him, then.
I've smelled him.
Oh. A Gorgon has less offense in its breath than he does.
I like this guy. So what do you guys do here selling? I've looked down at my foot and I'm like, well, I've got a few holes in my boots and goblin traps.
Goblin traps. I wish not to tell you how to do your job, friend, but is that how one customarily finds traps?
Well, it's one of the 2 ways you usually do.
I see. Well, I can.
Them, though.
Do you want these repaired, or would you like I have some wonderful walking boots that would be in your size.
How long does it take to repair? I'm not really attached to them.
Give me a few hours and a few silver, and I will have these just right as rain. Your feet will be as dry as the bright desert.
How much for a new pair?
These waterproof. You see, quite popular with many of these farmers now too. Are there's a special wax you see, a special wax from Greyhawk. And we seal the leather in as well. You could go walking as far as you wish into the new mire, and not a single drop of water will make its way into your boots. Do you see how it cinches at the top? And he's showing you in the boot how it kind of seals up at the around your ankle, or your calf rather. Do you see this?
How are they for movement? Do they squeak or? Please
try them on. I think I judge. And he goes to onto one of the mules, brings something back, and places them on your feet. And no, they're pretty. As much as this guy wants to talk to you, ad nauseum about the frogs of the redwood, he seems to be pretty good at his job.
Nice. How much for them?
That will be 1 moment here. Where's my player's handbook? Here we go.
Gotta take care of your feet as a thief.
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
though I would caution you, the seal will be, if you do insist on stepping in spikes or nails, it will affect the quality of the seal.
No, I figured that.
Yeah, good. Good. So these.
I do not intend to step on spikes.
But the soft, you can see the sole. The sole is quite soft. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Easy to make your way around in, then.
Yes, these are excellent.
Then these. For these with the seal, 4 gold pieces.
4 gold. Do you take items in trade?
I try not to avoid over encumbering myself, but what did you have in mind?
Well, we've got a few items that we looted from these goblins that one such as yourself might find useful.
Oh? Bergour's eyes are you trading a magic sword for...
No.
Check out my boots, guys!
No.
To give you a judge, 4 gold is a little bit more. It's 1 gold more than what riding boots would be.
Gotcha.
So it's not...
Well, yeah, in that case, I'll just take them.
Okay.
I just,
Okay.
adventurers and, the general thief persuasions of people trying to rip you off. It's kind of built into his personality.
Well, this is also something... I'm not sure you've had any as well-built, boots as these. These things will be fantastic, especially for going through the mire. Unless this guy's lying, in which case, it'll turn your feet green. So, then the guy who sells who makes the bridle, he does ask about Lord Carmen, and he asks if you guys would be prepared to provide an introduction for him. Would you be willing to do such a thing?
For someone we just met?
Yeah, no, he's pretty fucking rude. He's quite obvious that, in addition to mentioning Lord Carmen, he throws about other, that he's met with Lord Palfrey. Wonderful man. Wonderful man.
Oh yeah, how's his son doing? I hear he's having some looking for a new betrothed.
The son?
Mm-hmm.
Betrothed?
Yeah, the rumors is that he's been having issues fathering children, and he's got one son left.
He does. The one son, however, is quite young.
Oh.
Far too young for marriage. I don't know the customs in the rest of Hirenshire or amongst your kind, but the boy is quite young.
Oh, didn't realize he was that young.
He is, and however, he...
So they normally set up marriages way in advance out in this... I don't know human culture that well.
They can, but it does not appear that they are doing so with them. At least so, that Lord Palfrey told me. Again, wonderful man, so cultured, aged, but wise, quite wise. The son, however, give me a sec here, guys.
Of course, going to dig into his notes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the thing I need here. Because there was... I can tell you some information about him. Hobbs. The son is... Oh, he's not as young as I thought. His son is Lintern. And it's not Lord, it's Count. Count Palfrey.
Okay.
Count Sandior Palfrey. And his son... 18 years.
That's old enough.
The boy, I tell you, is eager for stories of adventure. He kind of gestures over at the other merchant, and he's like, "That one bent his ear about the frogs of the redwood all evening. I thought that Count Palfrey would die of mortification at his son's interest in such frivolous things, but again, such a cultured man, so well." And this is gonna be, he also, if you do spend, where you have to spend time while the guy's getting the boots ready, or no, he isn't. It's gonna take very little time. He is eager to talk about all the other royalty or minor royalty that he's met. So he may strike you as a bit of, I mean, Bergour, you know the nature of people jockeying between like rankings in the clans. I think they probably call those like rock climbers as a pejorative, and that's what this.
I was thinking, is the tip of his nose just that much darker than the rest of his face?
Yeah. He definitely has that, presents as such a guy. So do you wish to, he does offer you some, some kind of, like finder's fee if you guys aren't willing to, if you're not willing to bite without any kind of recompense.
Okay, now who's talking?
Yeah, I'm not sure about offering services outright to the Lord there. The Duke, is it in Milbourne?
In Milbourne, Lord.
The Lord, okay.
Yeah, Lord Carver.
But I can definitely inquire to see if he's looking for new contacts, and might drop a line. Do you have any kind of?
So you would not provide. Have you any form of cellular telephone? Do you mean like what he's asking for you is for you to provide an introduction for him, like an actual like? He seems to think to have caught into the fact that you guys are a big deal. At least people in Milbourne seem to think you guys are. So he's trying to ride those coattails all the way to them. You can feel free to tell them to fuck off. I mean, either politely or indirectly.
Yeah, the Normans are feeling a bit more good-natured today, but not really that much. Like if I get an opportunity and it's not,
Okay.
out of the blue, I can definitely drop your name to the Lord and see if he's interested. Because I'm not going to just come out and say, "Oh, yeah."
I see.
We kind of are on a mission for him, so if.
I see. Well,
But,
if you could speak kindly, perhaps we will see each other in Milbourne sooner than later.
do you have like a sample of your product we might be able to offer as a show for him?
He kind of thinks it may perhaps be best if I knew the Lord's needs before providing a sample.
Okay. Well, I'll get his name.
Calidor, I think you're certainly canny enough to pick up. It's that this guy doesn't trust you with his shit.
Right.
He doesn't trust you to bring his stuff along with him. That seems to be a pretty obvious bullshit excuse that he's giving as to why he won't give it to you. Calidor is strikes me as the type to, don't bullshit a bullshitter kind of situation, and you could smell a bullshitter.
Norman's a little bit less inclined towards the human tendency to be deceptive.
Yeah. I don't know if you pick it up. He presents as I did to you. It's just that Calidor is particular. Oh no, that's right. You're a smuggler, so I think you probably pick it up as well too. The subtext of what he's saying to you. So, if there's anything else you guys want to do with these two merchants, let me know. Otherwise, we can carry on with the journey.
Yeah, no, I got a new set of boots. What about you, Bergour? Do you want new boots?
I do not want new boots.
Okay.
No, let's carry on.
Okay.
I wish him a good day, and say we'll see you around.
Okay. Let's see here.
Thanks
Then
for the new boots.
let's see, where are your NPCs? Okay, so then, guys, the rest of the trip is actually uneventful. You guys arrive in Harleston without further incident, and there is the pitchfork and pitcher?
Pitcher and pitchfork.
Or pitch
yeah.
and pitcher, or something like that? I can't remember the name of that place.
There's a pitcher and pitchfork. I remember.
Pitcher and pitchfork. Okay, so yes, you guys arrive in Harleston, the tiny, and as a refresher, because it's been a while since we have been back in Harleston, It is a town of, I believe, like 300 people, if I remember correctly. It is not particularly busy. Let me switch the music as well, too, because this is a little more intense than what we need for purposes.
And this is still a ways away from where the training is, correct?
It is, yes. You're going to need to head back to town in order to do that. Oh, this is it, I think.
Is there any healing or any medics or anything here like that?
You may, yeah. You could probably pay to have someone. Well, you guys are the heroes of Hirenshire. So when you guys arrive, I think everyone's kind of like, "Hey, are they dead? Have you destroyed them?"
We've destroyed many of them.
75 people. Pitcher and Pitchfork is the place you're going to. And yeah, they're as before. They're like, "Hey, you guys, are they gone?" They want to hear all about what you guys encountered, what happened, and the whole town is going to show up to try and hear what you've got to say. I see we're actually past our midway point, though, guys. Why don't we take our break right now?
Okay.
Sure.
And I'll take this little wiener outside here and see if she needs to relieve herself. Hi, goofball. Oh, big sigh from Anna. Okay, then we will be back, for those listening at home, we'll be back in just a moment from our break.
Ooh. A little relaxing having a more roleplay heavy session.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, minus the cougar we killed.
Yeah. Cougars are terrifying.
They are. Especially when we're all injured. All not in the best shape. It's just time to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
be nice to make it all the way back to whatever the heck that other place is called.
Milborn?
I can't read the map because it's like blurry for me.
Zoom all the way out and then go back in.
If I try...
Roll20's been having an issue where if you zoom all the way back out and then go in, it'll render the map for you.
Oh, there we go. That's better now. Right, we're at Harleton. We have to go all the way to Milborn.
Yeah. It's a day's journey. Especially overloaded like we are.
Do you guys want to do anything in Harleton other than see if we can get some help with our injuries?
I'd rather not pay for anything if I can help it.
Okay.
Another night of rest. I'll give another hit point. Bergour maybe needs some healing. You think you'd heal more though, the more hit points you have, and the hardy dwarf, and
Excuse me.
we need to find ways of making a lot of gold.
Yeah, I think we're going to get stuck in some... you know, I don't know, whatever the deal will be to try and get free training. I mean, free, like we're going to have to pay for it in some way.
Yeah, I've got to locate a rival smuggling organization and blow up the boat, or stop them or something.
Yeah, I don't know what Kevin's got planned.
Well, me and you can work together. I think it's for the same guy. So. Whew. It's gonna get expensive.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to that wizard apprentice. I hope she's still alive. Unlikely, but.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, guys, sorry about that.
Yep.
Okay, so what do you tell the folks in Heronshire about what's happened? You can picture that at the Pitcher and Pitchfork, there is a big gathering. Everyone's hanging on your every word. What do you tell them?
Should we spice it up a little bit, or only tell them a little bit of information? Like 75 people here, they don't have much to talk about.
So I'll talk about that. He ran away from us not once, but twice.
Oh, you tell them about the bugbear.
Yeah. Well, I've got the bow. I've taken his bow.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What else do you tell them?
Got a new goblin sticking knife here.
Whoa! Look at the handle on that thing. Whoa!
We tell them that there's many dangers at the, what's it, the Herons?
The Patchwork Hills?
In the Patchwork Hills. We'll have to go back. There's much more to clear out yet.
Wow, so much more. Oh, this does not strike the right tone here.
It's a good thing they're not coming down from the hills here to Harleton and causing you good people trouble.
What? Well, we've seen goblins about. Someone saw goblins on the roads.
I think we saw them the last time we headed north from here.
Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah, there were 6 of them.
Whoa. 6 goblins.
Yeah, I think 2 ran away. Killed the rest of them.
Oh, no.
The fast little buggers.
In here, one guy says that, I've heard them. I've heard them through the, moving through the fields.
Oh, no. Well, hopefully when we're done our work here, they'll be gone.
Yeah, that is a terrible song, but... Here we go, guys. This is as you're telling the tale.
Yep.
The trip has not been that joyful. Brief moments when we've killed goblins, but mostly just pain and suffering.
Yeah. Well, you are having your pain eased by the many ales that are bought for you. The seats are quite comfortable. The fire is roaring, and you have kids that are just like, like wrapped with an attention for your stories.
There are kids there. Cantrip time.
Oh, nice. So what do you do for the cantrips? What do you think that...
I help narrate the story. Like, he's talking about a bugbear. I'm like, minor illusion, little bugbear, just little smoke floating around.
Yeah.
Arrows and going. And I use my ventriloquism skill to throw my voice around and make voices for people.
Sure, love it. Okay. That's awesome. You can picture that Rilgo sitting in the background kind of playing an appropriate music as you're telling the story. What else? Bergour, what do they want to hear from you as well? What do you tell them?
Oh, there were many fierce goblins and fierce traps and some unholy creatures from whatever hell they crept out of.
Whoa. What creatures? What did you see?
Oh, it's not the seeing, it's the hearing. The noise of their howls.
Yeah, there's for sure at least 10 kids who are going to have nightmares tonight about dogs.
Nay on the nightmare. Okay? Children.
So, and the kids are, but there's a couple of real brave little kids who are just like, they're going to be scared of it and whatnot, but they love hearing it more. What did it sound like? What did it sound like? He said it sounded like a dog.
I couldn't possibly imitate the absolute spine-chilling nature of their howling.
Sheesh. So yeah, the town is very impressed. Do you tell them anything about the Elven ruins, the markings that you saw from Elanion's tribe, or his people at least?
Last thing we need is greenhorns going down there trying to loot a ruins that have just been discovered.
Probably, Elanion and Knox are the ones who know much more about that. I don't think that's something Calidor, Dorman, or Bergour really were really into being us like heroes, because it's been a really crappy few days, and so this would probably feel good.
So there's kind of like a, he's not by any means like a trained healer or chirurgeon or anything like that, but he can it's the guy who knows the sort of folk remedies, and he treats your wounds sufficient that you guys can actually each recover 3 tonight.
Oh.
Nice. And what do I need to do to fix my leg?
You need, this is a mortal wound. You would need a Cure Serious Wounds spell.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's going to be, or a Cure Serious Wounds potion could be used for that.
Yeah, let's fork out a couple thousand gold for that. That'll be fun.
Okay, so then, if is there anything else of interest that happens that night, guys, or do we fast forward to the next day?
I think we're all gung-ho to get on to Milborn.
Milborn, okay.
Yep.
Okay. So morning comes, and maybe it was the sleeping indoors, maybe it was finally having some ale back in your belly again, but you guys seem like you're all feeling a lot better. Those red bars are getting a little more full, right?
They are.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then you set out for Milborn, and the trip to Milborn, you are keeping your eyes out for, having been ambushed by goblins along here before. You're definitely keeping your eye out, but apart from some people, it's midsummer, so you're passing maybe like a farmer on a cart who's bringing feed, to bring to his cattle. They sort of wave to you guys as you're making your way along the road. It's a beautiful summer day for the day's trip to Milborn, and it passes uneventfully. So as you arrive back in Milborn, let's take a look at the Milborn map again. I should really color this picture of Milborn as well too. I can do that in Photoshop quite easily.
At least to keep the whitewashing of the face from happening.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I'm a pale enough dude as it is. I don't really need the white, you know, people worrying about me being a ghost. All right. Although I do use a lot of undead in my games, so there's that. This is hilarious. From the placement of where the tokens are right now on the screen, it looks like our players are your characters. All right, let me move everyone down here. Where do I have? So, Calidor, go, move you down. Bergour, move you down. And Dorman. Go. All right, guys. So, you arrive back in Milborn. You pass. You can see that old Grizzler is actually back in the place where you first saw him. He's dozing off at the end of the day. There's an empty, or at least a stein sitting next to him, whether it's empty or not. And then in his toes is a fishing rod. That's got a line that's sort of drifting, or it's swaying back and forth as the lure kind of bobs up and down in the water. I'm just going to write down what happened today. Travel from Harleton to Milborn. All right. So, when you guys arrive back in the Baron of Mutton, the door opens, and you can see that the two young guys are... Whose names? Let's see here. Boom. Oh, get out of here, Kev. There we go. Yeah, nice old Deercaster is sitting up, just getting his meal from one of his grandsons, who are... Where are they?
Who wants to break the news to one of them?
Oh, Andrin and Bartholomew.
What news?
Andrin, I believe, was hooked up with the missing apprentice, and we found her signet ring and gown.
Mm-hmm.
Do we assume that she's dead? That's all I can think of.
I mean, we don't have to assume she's dead, but we can tell him what we found. He can make his own assumptions if he wants, or, you know. You don't have to make his mind up for him, but we can tell him what we know.
I'm just worried about what he's going to decide to do.
Yeah, it was Andrin who was involved with Jarella. Jelanath.
Yeah.
So, as you guys walk in, one of the twins seems occupied with his grandfather. The place is moderately busy tonight. It's summertime, so you know there's a lot of, you can see traders are still active in the market square. You can hear the sound of work going on at the smith. You can hear the barking of Naster. Was it Naster? What's his name? His name is Nafton.
Yeah.
His hounds at the up near his where he keeps his the livery. And what happens as you guys arrive at the Baron?
What time of day is it again?
It'll be evening. It'll be coming in. Yeah, it's about maybe 4 o'clock, 4:30.
I guess we should report what we've been through.
And you've, I think, spent enough time in here so you can tell which, just by virtue of how they're kind of conducting themselves, Andrin is a bit more of a sourpuss than what Bartholomew is. So, I mean, rightfully, you know, there's understandably so. But what are you doing?
Well, I think Dorman will walk up because he's got most of the connection with Andrin than the other party members.
Okay.
He'll say, Andrin.
Turns. Dorman. You guys are back?
For the moment. About your lost girlfriend, we have word.
What? He comes running over to the bar. What? You found her?
Well, we found signs of her. We did not find her. In the Goblin Fort at the mouth of the river, Cutterbrook, in the Patchwork Hills, we found a blue silk gown and a signet ring with J on it.
You hear the crash as he drops the mug that he was carrying. His brother kind of turns around to see what's going on. And Bartholomew runs over and says, "What is it?" And he looks over at his brother, and his eyes are completely filled with tears. And he can't even bring himself to say anything. And Bartholomew looks back at you, Dorman. And he looks at it as if to like, what?
We found signs of, but not.
And Andrin chokes out, "She's dead. Jel's dead." And he turns and kind of walks into the back. And you see Deercaster kind of looks over. He's like, "Where is he going?"
He needs a minute.
"A minute? There's people out here."
The broken hearts don't usually care. And Dorman will reach down and start picking up the pieces of the mug and then setting things right.
Okay. So we'll assume that Bartholomew asks, about what is it that happened. You explain to him. Did you bring do you have the dress? Do you have the...
We do. We were eventually going to make our way to Thurmaster and let Rostifer know as well.
Towster,
sorry.
Of course.
But if he wishes, we'll leave these items with him.
I think that I think he would appreciate that. Andrin gave her the ring. So if you show it to him, he knows. He'll identify it for sure. This is the one that he gave her.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what condition we found the dress in, but if it's kind of torn up,
stained, torn at the bottom. It's not like torn off, and there is no obvious wounds. There's no like puncture or slashes or anything like that. It's just that it's
So I'll point that out when I hand it over. I'm like, there's no sign on this dress that she has been harmed. It's just this is the condition we found it in. So until we see a body, we'll keep looking.
Do you mention the butchery or the butcher shop that you saw in the...
That is not something he needs to know.
Okay.
What's with the butcher shop?
They were in the Goblin Fort. They were cutting things up in a certain room. I remember asking if we recognize any human parts, but I don't remember seeing anything about her in there. So
no, you didn't see her, but there was
a lot of dog stuff and So I don't think he needs those nightmares.
No. It's all your fault. She ran away and was eaten by the goblins.
You should have been a better boyfriend. All right, now can I have a drink, please? All right, so then what are you guys going to do next?
Dorman's going to let them have a moment, and he's going to try to tend the bar in his place. So
okay, so you'll do that. Andrin's gone for the evening. He's right out. He grabs a bottle of grog and kind of digs into that in the back. Bergour and Caldor, what are you guys doing with your evening?
I think just get a good night's sleep for an early morning meeting with Lord Carmen.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining.
Okay.
I think Caldor finally feels like he's somewhere safe. Like, even though you said he got a good rest in the last town, it doesn't feel the same safety as here.
For sure, yeah. Okay. Well, that's understandable. All right, so now, do you guys wish to spring for the individual rooms again, or do you want to go into the... I guess first off, give me I think it's a D6 roll.
Each or just one?
Oh, just someone give me a D6 roll. I'll tell you how many... Ooh.
5.
So actually, a lot of those rooms might be occupied.
Good thing Dorman's so small, right?
Yeah, but they don't make different sized beds. Unless you guys want to bunk up together.
I've been bunking up with dwarves for how long?
Yeah.
Probably smell like one by now.
Okay, so there is one... Oh, there's one of... Oh, shit. Actually, give me a D5 roll. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 1. Okay, cool. So there is actually 4 other rooms that are available. Each costs 5 silver pieces per person per night. Or you can get 9 silver pieces per night to have your own room.
I think me and Herilgo would share a room.
Yeah.
What about you, Barry? You want to share a room?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
So everyone take 5 silver pieces off of their character sheet. And yeah, and I think that what I'll let you do is recover 2 hit points tonight. You're in effectively your home, you know, so you're not getting the actual the full treatment that Chael would normally give you, but it is definitely better being home. So, what are you guys planning on doing next then? I know that everyone has or a lot of people have hit enough XP to make the next to make the training for your next level. But what are you thinking?
We have no gold for that.
I don't think anybody has nearly enough gold for that.
Yeah, we need 400 gold pieces for the next level each, and we don't have that.
Okay, what are you guys sitting on right now?
100 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, we got just over 100.
Yeah,
I have.
So the next day, well, let's do this. What do you want to do first? You want to figure out what sort of the next, the plan for the next stage here is going to be, or do you want to?
Well, it seems like we need to report into Lord Carmen so that he knows what we're doing and what we've done.
Yeah, that we're back.
Yeah.
How much trouble there is there at the.
Okay.
And then we would probably. I mean, I'm just going to assume that we're all reporting to make it easier than to say Elanion and them go back.
Mhm.
They might bring up more of what we've learned about the Elven runes and whatnot.
Okay. So let's do that then. We'll say you guys are meeting with him first thing in the morning. I think he receives word, or I'm assuming you guys maybe send word to him that you guys are back in town. You're back from the from Heathertop Warren. So you are penciled in immediately. He's very interested in hearing what you guys have to say. So you guys meet with that same, the same, what do you call it? Like butler or assistant or servant who you've seen so many times before. And then you're once again brought before Lord Darius Carmen. Now, Lord Carmen this time is, in times past, he's been busy doing other stuff, right? When... while you've gone in. This time he is quite eager to see you. So you guys come in, and he walks from behind his desk as you're coming in and gestures to the couch, actually, near where sort of like where his lounge is. He's like, "Please sit. You're back then. And the magic, have you found it?"
Well, bad news first, we haven't solved the problem. But let me tell you about what we've been through. And then I go through and I tell him about our travel there, and then our ascent up the backside of the goblin, the Tor, as Hobbs was calling it.
Yeah.
And then fighting all the goblins, and then
How many then?
A dozen, at least?
Oh, no, we've got a lot more than a dozen.
It's probably close to 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, you guys have...
4 dozen, maybe, yeah. And that was just the goblins.
That money.
3 or 4 dozen. And then we found out, and I tell him about like all of the kind of horrible stuff that the goblins were doing, and the hands on the walls and things like that. And then tell him, and then we decided we couldn't stay there. We couldn't leave yet, and we cooped up for the night on the watchtower and had this crazy dream where we were all ancient elves.
What?
And yes. So in this dream, all of us were elves, and it took place thousands or tens of thousands of years ago.
This is a
according
dream
to
you
our elf
had. You dream of being an elf?
This is-
Every one of us had a shared dream.
It was a shared experience. Must have been some kind of magical effect of sleeping in this.
That fort is built on an ancient elven rune that is a nexus for magic.
Yep.
Is that the source of the... Well,
It very well could be. They're probably tapping into the magic somehow.
but it's the goblins. You think the goblins are behind this?
Are behind the new mire?
Yes.
My suspicion at this point is that the goblins are a part of it, but that there is darker stuff. So let me tell you about the dream, because we met some other dog stuff too. So in the dream, we met the bat-faced creature thing, and we found out that it got hurt over the course of successive dreams, but so did we, and we were eventually able to fight it off and all that sort of stuff. So then, next morning, we go downstairs and find out that the goblins have trapped basically every single surface downstairs. We kill a couple more goblins and fight the bugbear, who seems to be their leader, who had this nice elven bow that Calidor is carrying.
You killed him then?
No, he ran off. So then we went chasing after him and killed more goblins. That's kind of, the refrain of this thing. Killed more goblins, damaged him a little more, and got down into the bowels of this structure, which seemed to be this is the ancient elven ruin that Dorman is talking about. When we were magically assailed by this particular sort of howling, and Riligo can tell you more about the particular sort of dog, the like banshee dog that howls and scares you, and
A dog whose howl terrifies you.
Yes.
yeah, but not regular dog, like a demon dog straight out of hell.
And walk on air is what I think Hirogo mentioned.
And they can walk on air, and they can do all sorts of magic stuff, and they're pretty terrible.
So at that point, we regrouped, decided to come back and let you know what's going on.
Well, when I was from the time I was a child, I've heard stories of Howler's Hill, or Howler's, what is it called? Howler's
Moor?
Howler's Moor. They say there are creatures, dogs, there, that for those travelers caught alone or underprepared, they will chase you, baying and charging through the very skies.
That sounds exactly like what we found out about our doggy friend.
That's 100 miles from the Patchwork Hills, across the Thornwood Forest. They would come that far?
Well, the goblins are coming from somewhere too, and we believe that they're traveling all the way from the Great Rock Dales, so...
I'm wondering if there isn't a network of passages somewhere in the hills that lets them do it.
Passages, you say?
That's only the guess that I can put forward. Gnomes and dwarves, we know the underground barrows, and I did have a conversation with a prairie dog or two, so...
He kind of gives you a look, and then he's like, I'm not going to touch that. My family is no dwarf, but my family has been plumbing the depths of these lands and the Blandride Hills for generations. We know what it's like to sink shafts and to thrust ourselves into the earth. There have been times when our minds have found older and ill-favored passages under the very earth.
Well, we do know that the earth was formed at this place by magics. That was something we learned, right?
Just like
Yep.
the hedges were shaped.
This place in Heathertop Warren, it was shaped by earth magics?
It was.
Elven earth magic, yes.
We do have an elven earth mage in our group. You
Elf
recognize
magic
that.
and earth are...
This is what he has led us to understand.
That is troubling. I did not know that the tunnels could reach so far. Some say that old dwarf, he says that his people speak of a time when his people knew those roads, those deep, dark passages. I've heard that such things stretch throughout our lands, but we've never seen that. We've never seen anything come from them. When we find such entrances, we are quick to seal them lest something evil and something ill from the earth comes. But you think that this passage may be... Have you seen them then? You've not made your way to the full depth of that elven ruin.
Not yet.
So you intend to return then?
Always like killing me some goblins.
You have not achieved what we contracted for.
Nope.
So what is it you propose then?
Well,
I guess to head back. And try to discover the true nature of this evil.
What was our agreement?
The agreement was that we would find out the source of magic and bring back proof that it's been taken care of. That's
And
the mission you sent us on.
in exchange?
Let's see, the mission log here.
Originally, I thought it was 100 gold a person, a man.
See, if we can stop the problem, is 1,000 gold pieces for the group and 500 GP more if it's evil magic.
Mm.
Yay for note keeping.
Yeah. Okay. So 1,000 gold would be a little over 100 per person.
Oh.
I think what... so I'm trying to find a way to give you guys an in for negotiating with this guy about... about the terms of the deal, because they are sanctified right now, so
Yeah.
he's not going to want to break the terms. However,
well, I might suggest that while it doesn't make sense for him to pay us the full amount since we haven't done the work yet, that since we're likely to be doing lots of jobs for him in the future, if he has an in to the various trainers, he could help pay for us to train up and become better equipped for the next time we go in, on the assurance that we'll continue to work for him in the future.
And it is an evolving problem too, so.
Especially since the problem seems to be larger than any of us expected, yes, and that he, it seems like, could probably use some adventurers to plumb the depths of whatever it is that is actually there.
Well, you've made some headway in it. So, I think what he'd be willing to do is to advance you some money. He'll advance you some of your payment. It's not extra, it's what you would receive. And that will give you time to rest, recoup, and to plan your next attack. Now, in terms of the money, you guys are getting almost enough if you succeed and you deal with the magic as well, almost 200 ahead. But he's only going to advance you half. So you guys, I think you said each of you has at least 100 right now. If you get another 100, that puts you halfway to training, which means that it's, because I think the guys said they would give you a half price discount if you assisted them with something. Now, this is not like, I don't want you guys to think of this necessarily as like a, WoW style, like there's a little floating thing over their heads and that's the only thing. You guys can think of other ways to help these people out. I will let you do that. I'll let you try and finesse, some way of doing a kind of quid pro quo thing, if that's what you want to do. But this guy, I think he will advance you the money. He's not going to punish you any further, or by I don't know, charging you interest or anything like that. He'll give you the money of half up front to represent a partially done job, and in the good faith that you guys will return. However, he'll say that if they die in the effort, then nothing further is owed. Their share will be forfeit.
Okay.
Is that fair? Is that acceptable?
More
Fair
than
with us.
yeah.
Then he'll do that, and and I think what he'll do, he actually might, because there was way bigger of a goblin problem there than he thought. You guys have made some really good progress. Do you have anything to offer him right now?
As far as proof of
Yeah. Like, this is the kind of guy, like, if you brought back what's in your...
We can show him definitely all of the weapons that we took and stuff like that.
Yeah, there were 2 ancient elven gods, holy symbols. One Chael took and the other one we still have.
Yeah, that stuff's not of particular interest to him. The what do you call it? The polearm head?
Yes, we do have that one.
I think that might be of interest to him.
We found a fancy dagger with ivory. I don't think the goblin would be of interest.
I think that's the thing that is of particular interest to him. It's this unusual, thing that if you guys are willing to part with that, I think he'll call in favors for you.
We have 1 astonishing fortune left. Could I do a retcon thing with that?
What to do?
There were
let me stop you there. You know what? I think I'm going to let you try and pitch a retcon. I don't want Astonishing Fortune to be used for that, because just because, part of the fun, I think, of this one, I like the training, the planning you guys have to do. I like being stuck with that stuff, and I don't want to start allowing that kind of... For other games and other campaigns, I'm totally fine with that. This particular campaign, I like that it's like, well, fuck, we didn't bring to a whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
well,
sorry. But what were you thinking?
In the room where we found the treasure chest, it was like a military war room where they had maps laid out and certain things placed around. I was wondering, could we have gathered that up and brought it back to show him?
I think it's reasonable to think you guys would have done that. You don't have to spend Astonishing Fortune. I think that's something you guys would have,
So that's something we can show him.
Sure, so yeah, you know what? That, and if you're willing to part with that that fancy polearm head, he'll call in favors, and you guys can get training for half price. So it'll be 200 GP, and then 2 weeks of training each.
Okay.
All right, guys, up for that?
I would say yes.
Do
I
it.
need a tiny bit more gold.
Oh, you need. That's right, because some of you guys are multi-class, or Caldor's multi-class. He needs.
Oh well, I'm not going to be leveling up my wizard. My wizard needs a lot more experience.
Oh, does
So
it? Okay.
I think now.
So you're gonna study with what's his name, Captain.
The smuggler guy, yeah.
What's his name? What's his name? He's in.
Captain.
So it takes you twice as much gold to level up when you're multi-class.
Yep.
Captain Darren AD did, because you got to level up each.
Yeah,
class.
Darren R. Deeds. There we go.
But you can level up just one if you want.
But you don't gain the full benefits of the levels.
No, you only gain the half benefit.
Yep.
But it still costs you twice as much.
Well, the only thing you get half benefit from is for your hit points. You get everything else.
which is like 100% of this game. Fair.
Well, don't play a multi-class character. What?
I'm actually liking it. Could you imagine me being a thief and being 5th level experience level right now?
Yeah. So let's talk about then. I guess first off, is there anything else you want to ask of Carmen, or you want to give Carmen? Otherwise, he will advance you guys half the money, and he'll call in a favor so you can get your training for half price. Chael's actually going to get a pretty sweet discount on it because Chael's only going to cost him 100 and 1 week's training.
Calidor does have that pretty big limp that we might need to get addressed.
Well, you said it's thousands of dollars for that.
That's
potion.
for a potion. I mean, the priest might.
That's
be
to
able to help.
flat out pay for it. Remember, there are other ways to achieve those goals. You could speak to the priest.
I think I'll go speak to the priest.
Okay.
Okay. We do have a chain shirt in here that I don't think anybody's utilizing.
How much are you
We
short
also
there,
don't know
Bergour?
what's magical or not yet because Knox didn't have a chance to cast Detect Magic on all the new stuff.
I got it. I got Detect Magic.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yep.
And let's see here. It automatically detects enchantments, I think, in this edition, right? Let's see here. Detect magic.
Excuse me. Check, there it is. Page 172. Detects magical radiations in a path.
A 10% chance per level to recognize the certain type of magic that's present.
Okay.
So
I can
you
still
will
sense magic.
automatically detect magic. It's just a question of whether you can detect what kind of magic on it.
Is it 10% per level?
It is, yeah.
Okay, so level 2, so 20%.
20%, yeah. Let me take a look at your list of stuff here, and I can go through and tell you.
Pretty sure we know the scimitar is, well, we didn't know exactly if it was magical, but we guessed it was. So.
Okay. What's going on here? Oh man, Roll20 is once again screwing up. For those listening at home, we at the time of recording is just the first weekend since the first real batch of quarantines have happened, and there's been emails from a bunch of people. So the server apparently has been quite taxed tonight because we had a hell of a time trying to actually get onto our game tonight. And I'm now having errors loading my my library of images. Anyway.
No. Subscribers should have, like, first priority.
Okay, so let's see here. So the things that were found there include... Oh, that's the mission log. Hold on. Party loot.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me take a look at my notes. What was of value here? Where was that?
Oh, we have a Elven composite longbow.
That didn't make it to the party loot, because I guess you picked it up. So.
Yeah, the composite longbow is magical.
Nice.
Yep.
I got that finally made goblin dagger that I took. I don't know if it's magical or not, but...
That I'm just going to double check here. I got it on... Oh, here we go. Oh, that's something else.
Identifying stuff is expensive.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Where did I put it? I think I gave you guys a loot and then I either tossed or put aside my sticky with it on it. Let's see here. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here we go. All right, let's see here. You guys took... There was a short sword that I think you have, Dorman.
Yes.
That
He
is...
called it a dagger, but it's a short sword.
Yeah. The short sword is, that is magical. Give us a 20% chance, 20% roll, please.
Yes!
Nice. Yeah, it is an enchantment
Okay.
on there.
So like an enchantment, like...
Yeah, well, as opposed to, like, if it had, like, to give you context, if it had an ability to do, like, an illusion spell or, like, a fireball or something like that, that's the type of magic it would be displaying. This just has an enchantment, that there is an enchantment bound into this.
So do you need to know what it is to gain the benefit?
Yes.
Yeah, you need to know the command word. Not to get the benefit, like, you will always be getting the benefit. It's you just need to know, you know, if there's a special ability that it triggers, you do need to you need to learn what that is.
Okay.
Either
So
through research or through the spell.
So, just to clarify, the enchantment is the bonus to attack and damage, or not that I know what it is.
You don't know. You know this thing's a magical weapon. You don't know what the bonus is yet.
Okay. So could I tell if it had like something placed inside of it to use, or just a
You
normal...
know that it is an enchantment.
Okay. I was trying to clarify what that.
No, I know. I know exactly what you're doing.
Weedle, weedle, weedle. Okay.
Nice. Hey, that's the old school way, right? Got to try and get whatever you can with what you can.
I'm a gnome smuggler in a human world, man. Come on.
All right, what else did you find? There was that elven scimitar, right?
Yes.
Yep.
That thing had no... Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's mine.
Well, the party note said it was magic at +1 at least or something. But
No, it was masterwork.
It was
okay.
masterwork, but it does have an enchantment on it as well.
darn. Nope, I can't tell what kind it is. Sorry, guys.
No, so it is magical. And then, is there anything else that you've already given over that thing? There's the chain shirt, right?
Yep, that
Chain
one.
shirt.
Yeah.
Yep.
No. That is enchanted as well.
Okay, let's see if I know. Nope.
Nope.
I'll get better as I get higher level,
Okay,
guys.
so yeah, turns out there's a lot of a fair bit of enchanted stuff in there.
So chain shirt magic, we should definitely not give that up. Who wants to wear it?
Who can actually wear chain shirts?
I can, but it'll interfere with magic spells. Calidor would probably be the only one that doesn't cast spells that could wear the armor.
Mhm.
But he's already got that. Oh yeah, he's got that elven longbow that we should look at too, right?
Yep.
Oh, that was magical.
Okay, so ooh,
Oh, nice. Yeah, that has an enchantment.
okay.
That's funny. How do I know what armor I can wear?
You're a fighter, right?
Yeah.
Everything.
Okay.
It just said it interferes with your thief abilities.
Yeah.
Although if it's elven chain, it doesn't interfere as much.
That's true.
This is not elven chain.
Yeah, if it's elven chain, bards could wear it and still cast magic. So.
So
But yeah, under the thief class, one of the tables will show you how much it'll interfere with your skills.
So-
That's based on its armor penalty?
I know it's based on the type of armor. It is okay. Elven chain added. Not elven chain.
nope, it's a regular chain, so you can't use your thief abilities when you're wearing it.
Oh, well, that's useless then.
Oh,
For me.
well, damn. Well, actually, couldn't clerics wear it if their deity doesn't
Yeah.
not fit?
Yep.
Actually, Chael or whatnot might be able to wear it.
Rilligo, can't he wear any armor? It just said,
He just can't cast spells unless it's elven chain.
oh yeah, right. Yeah. Bergour might actually like that. Oh shit, you can't cast burning hands on me.
Yeah, that's actually pretty. Maybe we just load him up with utility spells and he just can't do it while he's wearing armor.
Yeah. So what are you thinking? How much are you short there, Bergour?
I'm short. Right now, we get 100 from Carmen.
Yeah.
I am short 25 gold.
Oof.
Let's see, we got 100 from
Well,
that.
can we sell some of this stuff?
We probably could.
Well, or did we actually bring back the coinage at all? Because it seems like we could definitely bring back the gold coinage.
Yeah, we did. It was
You brought all the coins back. Yeah,
We brought all it back? Okay, well then I'm not going to be short after we divvy it up, I don't think.
It was 74 gold total for each person between all the gold.
74 gold per person?
Yeah.
All right.
And I already counted for that in my loot. So.
Lord Carmen will do that money changing for you, or his man will do the money changing for you as well too. And because you're not bringing any gems or things like that, you're going to lose 10% of the value of it by changing over.
Is that before or after the 74, Jonathan?
Sorry? The 74 is after we divvy it all up.
No, you lose because like if you're just going to trade into the money changer, the stones, like the 1 GP stones.
Oh, I didn't count the stones.
Didn't count the stones. Okay.
No.
Okay, that's just coin.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the 34 stones are 1 GP each, and that's just like between 9 characters, it's like 3 gold, right?
Yeah. And hold on here. You know what? You may be able to. You have. So I'm assuming that Chael, at the very least, if he's not using it, he's keeping the ancient symbol of Coralon, but there still is one of Chevarash.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do want to sell that, you may be able to get some, like just as an art piece. You may have be able to find someone who will purchase that. Let's see here. Okay.
Well, I mean, honestly, if no one's going to wear that chain shirt, it's probably worth like a lot.
Well, we have to identify it to get the full amount from it, and they're not going to buy it if they don't know what it is.
So
pay full price.
There is in the bar, there is a merchant who, if you guys are sort of like haggling with people trying to find ways to offload your stuff, someone in the bar will buy the symbol of Chevarash for 90 GP.
Ooh, okay. That's 10 more gold piece each then.
There's 10 of us?
So there's 9 of us, right?
Isn't there? Is there 9?
I think there are 8 of us.
Yeah, there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You're not counting Kobold, are you?
7, 8. There's 8 of you.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
So it's
11 more each. I'm starting to get close.
Does Kevin allow donations to other party members?
Is which?
Do you allow me to help donate to?
Yeah. It's the only thing I don't that I don't buy is when it's between NPCs.
Okay.
It's between like if people are playing more than one character, that's where it's just like no, fuck.
Gotcha.
You guys.
Well, I'll donate my proceeds from the amulet to Calidor. So 11 more GP.
Okay, so another 11 GP for you there, Calidor.
Sweet.
Bergour, you got enough to get your training?
Yeah, I have enough to do training now.
Yeah, I'll have enough plus 25 left over, so.
Now I know, so the thing is I was going to give this longbow back to, what's his name?
To Elanion?
Yeah.
Oh, is it his bow?
Well, I mean, no one really said. He just wasn't here, so I was using it.
Oh.
He could benefit from using an elven longbow of his tribe or something. I don't know. There's something special about it for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would let him keep it then.
Well, he already has a bow from his tribe, right? So.
Well,
but it's not magic.
I mean, I'm technically holding an extra longbow that's worth, I don't know.
You gave your longbow to Rilligo.
Well, just to use.
I think he did not use it. He took it. It was like, yeah, for sure. And then as soon as he got in a fight, he got his blowgun out.
Yeah. So I mean, I would have just taken it back. I'm not gonna leave it with him.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you got your 2 then.
I mean, I'm just saying it's worth quite a bit of money.
The bow.
Like, so even if what I'm getting at is even if I give this bow, well, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out a way to make money,
if you
but
sell,
not sell this magic item to give to someone else later. But...
Yeah. Well, the bow could sell for a. Let me take a look here. Yeah, like you're gonna have to find a singer. The best luck you would have is in a bigger market, in a place like Threshold.
Well, for selling like the good magic items, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So let's see here.
So I would say, just from an adventuring standpoint, we should hold on to every magic item we can, and unless we cannot use it, then that's when we should opt to sell it.
Right.
And right now,
Here, you guys keep talking. I'm gonna run to the washroom right back.
I think if
well, how do we get them identified then, John? Because they literally do nothing for us right now.
we can go to Thurmaster and talk to damn, I can never remember his name.
Tauster.
I think I want to keep.
Yeah, he identified the shield for us.
Yeah. And so we get.
But it's still a really expensive spell, right? And we don't have the gold for it.
Yeah. So I would say, I mean, it's still a masterwork thing. It's still going to give us a bonus to hit. We just can't activate any enchantments on it because we don't know what they are.
Right, but I'm just thinking, like, I only get, like, if I only train one of my 2 things, I'm going to get, like, 2 hit points. It really doesn't make a big difference for me going back to the Heronshire.
Well, yours will be Thief that you're leveling up, right?
Well, I have experience for both.
Okay. So going.
I could do both. But if I don't...
How much do you actually need, Jeff?
I need... So I have 301? No, 3...
Well, remember the training is cheaper because of Carmen calling in favor.
Yeah, but don't I need $400?
Yeah, you need 400
for both. Yeah.
And I have 299 right now with everything that we just did.
Okay.
Let's see. Can we?
I guess I could check with maybe I could swing a deal with one of these guys and do some work for them or do something for them.
Well, let's canvass the what were the things that they had requested.
Well, I know for Calidor, his.
Hold on, guys. What did Tauster offer you for?
He offered
50 gold. I don't remember if it was each or total for finding out about.
We have notes for this.
I think it's 50 each for if you can find out what happened to her.
50 if we locate missing girl. 50
Yeah.
each. Yep, that's it.
Oh, if you locate her. So whether he pays that.
We've located as much of her as possible.
We've located a bunch of her.
So, I mean, we could definitely visit him. I definitely don't have enough to level up wizard, but.
Yeah, but we could visit him and see if he'll be willing to pay us. Because Jeff, you're welcome to my share from that if that would put you over.
Yeah, and mine as well. That'll give you the extra 100 you need.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to take time? Like you could if you really want to work it, take 2 weeks here, get your training for 1 level each. Then you could go and do your thing with Tauster, get your money, then do the extra training that Calidor needs. There are enough other party members who will need 4 weeks of training.
Yep.
Anyway, so it'd be a month almost. Wow.
No, I think that's the thing to do is to train here and then go to Tauster and see what he'll give us and then finish up the training for Calidor. And Dorman, are you ready for the next level of wizard also?
How far off are you?
I'm close enough that I can pre-train, but I don't have the coin for it.
Yeah, so we're in a similar position. So, what if we talk to what was the stupid thief's name that... You brought his picture up and then I closed it again.
Oh, the smuggler guy? Yeah.
Captain Darnar Deeds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he'll, maybe we can do some kind of a little job for him, Jonathan, and get a deal on our thief training.
That might be an option.
Do you remember what his job was? What he'd asked
you
for?
There's a rival smuggler going around and he wants us to find them and stop them. And remember, we saw them on boats at night, going up and down the river. And aren't we going to be traveling that river pretty soon? So yeah.
Sure. Well, first thing that Calidor would do is go to the temple and find the priest and talk to him about his leg.
Okay. So
Because he's no good trying to train these things if he's hobbled.
yeah. Well, I mean, mechanically you can do the training. It's just that you're limping. Let's check on my house rules again here. Yeah, you don't need to make in the rules as written in the DMG. You, on top of all the other stuff, like the crazy money you pay, you also have to make skill checks or attribute
to see
checks.
if you even get it after all that.
Yeah, so we're not doing that.
I'd rather not.
No, Jesus.
God, will all be prostitutes in the streets.
Yeah, it's going to be the RPG
flat.
equivalent of wandering around Elwood Forest killing boars.
Yeah.
So, gotta make some money, grinding away.
Yeah, gotta make money. I guess we'll become bandits, actually. Would probably be
Okay.
the easiest thing to
So,
do.
what do we want to do for the... Let me grab my calendar as well, too, from Player's Guide. The
And it was within 500 experience, right?
500, yeah, as long as you're within 500 XP, you can pre-train.
497 for the wizard.
Fucking nice one. Excellent. Okay, so then the Calandrier here is... Where is it? Here we go. Okay, so next month is going to be... You're right into midsummer now, guys. It's into reaping.
Jeez.
Okay, so, and there are 28 days for each month, right? And I think there's a festival day going on. Yeah. So you will be, during your training, it will be Rich Fest. One of the festival days, 4 festival days throughout the year.
Considering all the gold we're throwing around, that's pretty appropriate.
And that actually might be a good time. Richfest is a hot, breezy week of Richfest is not kept as a public holiday in Greyhawk. Midsummer Day is the only real celebration when the city takes off to celebrate. So this is Greyhawk City, not necessarily, or City at Greyhawk, not necessarily you guys, but it is, city takes off to celebrate the height of summer and give thanks to the appropriate gods. It is called the Holy Day of Pelor. Pelor is the master of the sun, light, and healing. And the day is beloved by many of the Greyhawk populace. So, wow. Yeah. Big celebration going to be happening during your day. So, actually, that's interesting. We've hit our first feast day, or festival day, guys.
Nice.
In the calendar. So, let's see here. So, you will require 2 weeks of training. Are we doing the training first, then, for everybody?
Yeah, might as well. I mean, everybody needs it in town here. I need to go to Towster in order to... I can't remember his name to get my wizard training.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay.
So, but I'll be heading there with Calidor.
It's 1, 2, 3. Let me think here. Then it's...
Stuff in.
Shit, I've already forgotten the name of the holiday. I got a memory like an Etch-a-Sketch.
Rich Day.
Rich Day, thank you very much. Fucking Madison, jeez. Alright, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this will take you through till the 10th of reaping in the year. And we're on our 3rd page of the calendars, guys. My goodness.
Nice.
So what professions did... well, I mean, Bergour's only got the 1, so we know what Bergour's doing. Bergour, congratulations. So, I think, yeah, you're helping out during the lead up and follow up from Rich Day. You're working with
Rendemus,
right?
Dagmire.
Right. And what do you think the most interesting thing is that happened during your 2 weeks of training with him again?
Isn't Rendemus having fighters look into the captain to see about the smuggling stuff?
He sure he wants to
He
prove...
did offer cheaper training if you could find out that Captain Darren Ardeeds is smuggling.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to feed Bergour some information about some known smugglers that are going up and down the river at night. Kind of like not drop a line that.
Well, hold on. Let's back up here. What are you talking about? Like, are you lying? Because you haven't done any of that in game.
Well, no. What I want to say is I'm not letting him know that Deeds is a smuggler, but Deeds knows that people are smuggling down the river at night.
Okay.
He's tasked me to look into it.
Okay. So you're telling Bergour that...
And Calidor's got the same mission.
So how would Bergour feel about knowing that Dorman's so involved in this smuggling shit?
I mean, I haven't hid my background from Bergour.
It's just the most interesting thing that happens is Bergour beats his push-up record one day. He's just like, oh, hell yeah, triple digits this time. Something ridiculous.
Okay. So yeah, we see him in a training montage sequence. And then at the end of this, first thing happens, Bergour, your Thaco goes down by one more. So what are you at, 18 right now?
I am at 18.
Nice.
Now.
So your Thaco is now at 18. Do you gain a new proficiency at level 3?
Let me check. Proficiencies.
Let's see. It'll be in the house rules.
Is it in the house rules?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Then I will
fighters
check that.
specialize in a new weapon at 3rd level.
Nice.
Yep. You may exchange 2 specializations to become proficient with a group of weapons. So it becomes a specialized with a group of. So what you could, if you want to, what's your specialty right now?
My specialty, I only spent the one on battle axes.
Oh, but remember you have a second one too. You get to pick another one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is that I have a second one available.
Right. So then what you could do is
spend 2.
And what you could do is you could spend a second one to go from battle axe to all axes. You'd be specialized in all axes. And then you still have one more left over that you could specialize in some other weapon.
Okay. Yeah.
You gonna start throwing some hand axes?
Stealing Druin's thunder. There's also the fighting styles. Oh, that's what you'd spent yours on, right? You spent it on sword and board style.
I had not yet, but it seems like that's
I thought that was what you said when you got when I refunded the one. I thought that's what you said you were doing. Because that gives you -1 AC when using a shield and a one-handed weapon. And
I have not been calculating that in, so let's say I'm doing it now.
Cool. Yeah, so you spend your specialization. So you are 1 gives you proficiency in it. If you spend a second one, so here's things you can do. You can get a new proficiency, like a new specialization. You can get expand the battle axe out to all axes, or you can get specialization with sword and board style, which will give you -2 AC when using shield and a one-handed weapon. And it reduces the penalty for using a shield bash by 2.
So what I want to do is I want to just keep my 1 specialization in battle axes and do the 2 into sword and board to get the even better AC.
Okay. Then would you kindly give us 2d10? Let's see how much hit points you get. 6. Not bad. So
plus
6
4
plus 4
plus 4 for my 18.
10. Holy shit! So you got 32 hit points now.
Oh, wow. It's only fighter classes.
So you're gonna be you'll be at full health with 14 days of healing. You gain 14 hit points back, so you would be back up to full. Yeah. Holy smokes, Calidor! I think that's it for you, right? Like there's no non-weapon proficiencies. You gain additional proficiency slots. Oh, as of the level. I think it's 4th for fighters. I think 4th level is where you get your next one. Then let's see if I'm wrong here. It would not be the first time.
Under
Alright, so in melee,
page 71.
Without taking cover behind my shield or anything like that, my AC is now a -2.
Wowzers. Bergour, you also get 1 new non-weapon proficiency.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So then I will... what am I going to spend it on?
Get one.
Okay. Jeffrey, what are you training? Your thief level or your fighter level?
Yeah, that's a good question. Probably my fighter level. If I'm
Probably your
only
fighter
choosing-
level, okay. So then you are now a 3rd level fighter. Your THAC0 will go down to an 18 as well. You will also get to pick a new specialty or specialization. You will also get a new proficiency. Hold on, and I think what it is you pick the more. Oh, hold on. Actually, I don't know how you work proficiencies with multi-class characters, or at least I don't remember how it works.
It should be the same as normal. It's just delayed.
No, but it's just that I don't know if you get from both of your classes, like you get double the amount, or whether...
I know when, playing Baldur's Gate, which is based on AD&D, you did get separate proficiencies, but that was...
Oh, from both, yeah.
And in the video game, it was only weapon proficiencies, not the non-weapon ones, but they didn't factor that into the game. So.
Let me see here. So I'm going to take a look quickly at multi-class characters here. There we go, multi-class characters. He gains new proficiency slots at the fastest of the given rates. So you don't gain from both classes. And the faster of the two, I think, is fighter. Every 3 levels, you get it.
Was wrong.
Yeah, so Jeff, you also get a new non-weapon proficiency.
Can I take anything like from the list for non-weapon proficiency, or do I need to be like something that Rendemus knows because I'm training with him?
No. You can. So what you can do is you can take anything from warrior, you can take anything from general, or you can spend double the cost of it to get it from something else.
Yep. Okay. Well, then I'm going to dig deep and go back to my roots and get mountaineering.
Nice. Oh, that's great. That'll boost your climbing. Very nice. Okay, and then Calidor, what you also get is, would you kindly give us a 2d10 roll? You'll be getting half of these as your hit points.
That's the highest, right?
Yeah, that's well. No, he gets these hit points. He gets half of each. Yeah, 9. Very nice. Holy shit! Way to go, Calidor. All right, so that will be. So that is. I'll round it up for you for this level. 5 hit points plus your con modifier. But you only get to add your con modifier once.
Yeah, which I don't have one.
Oh, you don't have one anyway. So 5 more hit points. You now have 16 hit points. Calidor, look at you, tough guy.
Pretty good.
All right, eh? I have half the hit points of Bergour.
Wow.
Oh, you still have one more half level to get though. And you're that D6 you'll be rolling for your thief level. Actually, D3 because it'll be half. Oh shit, that's funny. All right, so Calidor, you think you've got all your stuff, and Dorman, you're leveling thief, right?
Yes, thief.
So I don't ever get any fighting styles?
You do.
No, you can gain. You can use weapon specialization to gain access to fighting styles too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the most recent house rules doc. For those listening at home, the fighting styles are actually something we drew from of Golden Glory, or for Golden Glory. It's this sucker here. It's a.
Is it online or is it in? Do I have an email of it?
It's on the Discord, I believe.
Yeah, it's pinned to the top.
Yeah, pinned to the top. So Dorman, you do get a new non-weapon proficiency as well because the wizard is faster.
Is it? I thought the rogue was faster.
Nope. Rogue gets 1 every 3 levels, or sorry, every 4 levels. Wizard gets 1 every 3 levels.
Okay.
So you get that. Let's see, does your THAC0 go down yet?
It does. 3rd level thief drops by 1.
Fuck yeah! Look at that. So 19. You will gain another. What is it? 30 or 15?
30 total.
30 total. Okay.
15 on each.
Right. Okay. So you get another 30 thief points or skill points. Would you kindly give us a 2d6 roll too? Let's see how many hit points you gain.
Big money.
Come on. 4. So 2 hit points. It's not terrible.
No, it's not terrible.
Okay. Shouldn't you be at 12?
Yeah, I should be. It just, my HP wasn't maxed out.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
And update my max.
You go 12. Nice. Okay, so you got 12 hit points. You got that. Does anything else happen at 3rd level with thieves? I don't think so. Your damage multiplier for backstab still doesn't go up, not till 5th level. Pretty good. All right, so then, and going back, Calidor, what is the most interesting thing that happens to you in that 2-week period when you're training with Bergour and with the Watchman?
I think I run into some trouble where I sort of have to actually bluff Dorman out of getting busted for something.
Okay.
You're gonna do your thief training, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like, we're like patrolling the docks or something, and I sort of have to like distract the guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy I'm working with to like let Dorman get away.
I love it. Love it.
Definitely putting more into fine traps.
Oh, good call. Okay. And then what is Dorman's? What's the most interesting thing that happens to Dorman over this 2-week period?
That is a good question.
I am full of them.
Good things that happened to him. I mean, he was pretty loosey-goosey with Bergour, letting him know information, trying to help him out.
Yep.
How
did Bergour take that anyway? Did he it sounds like he did nothing with it.
He's not even sure what sort of game Dorman is playing, but he's
How do you assume I'm playing games?
because everything is a game for Dorman at this point.
That's true. I think Dorman might be, developing his bond with Calidor because, Calidor is saving his ass. Dorman's giving him money to help him train. And
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe he's just... I'm not sure. Dorman... Yeah.
Okay, give me a sec here.
Yeah, I might need some random stuff to...
Yeah, let me grab the corners here.
Things flowing.
That is too buried. So, fuck it. I'm going to grab one of my favorites. Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys will be happy to know I finished my Orange Spine collection. And I got my Manual of the Plains.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be excited about that or not. I think it's second edition?
It's a pretty cool book. To be honest, if I was going to do an extra planar thing, I'd be more likely to do Planescape than I would this, just the Manual of the Plains, but it does have some pretty neat stuff in there. Okay, now would you kindly give me a percentile roll?
Yes,
Dorman?
17.
17? Okay. Go. And give me one more, too.
4.
4. Oh, man. Okay, so here's something that does happen. It's a yearly event. This is the monthly event. Okay. Here we go. So there is some kind of quite bad accident that happens during your time here. That could be like, a bridge mishap. It could be a flood, like just a freak rainstorm that causes some flooding and problems with some of the boats. It could be a runaway cart. That's something that is incorporated into whatever's happened with you. Your most interesting thing. What do you think that is?
Maybe it's a kind of a weird, boat accident during the whole smuggling operation.
Yeah. So I think you see. What about this? What about some people are overly crowding the dock, and some poor sucker falls off the boat and then basically gets caught underneath all of them and kind of crushed between them.
Yeah, and maybe I just left him because I was just small enough to fit.
Yeah.
And try to drag him out.
Yeah, sure. Do you think you did? Do you think you succeeded?
Well, I don't have any ranks in swimming, so it'd be just my rotundness making me float.
Well, so
Let's roll for it.
that's an interesting thing. So here's the thing that it was one of the things I love about AD&D second is it. So it says like well, make up your mind whether you think that character would swim or not. Like, do you think your character can swim, or would he have grown up? You're like a forest gnome, so I don't know if that, to be honest, like if you would have ever learned.
Well, considering I have navigation as a skill, I probably spent some time on boats.
Yeah, I buy that. Yeah, sure.
Swim. Yeah, I don't think they would last long.
But you don't have the proficiency, so give me a sec here. Let me.
He's a good floater.
He's a good floater. Okay, hold on. It's in the player's handbook. Let me grab that.
Yeah, swimming is a strength-based. Yeah.
Right, but it's sort of. Let's see here. Yeah, I think you can manage like a dog paddle. At best, like you're not going to sink like a stone. I buy that you would be able to at least try and keep yourself afloat. So give me a strength check, but it's -4 to your strength score.
Okay, calculating in at 11.
No shit.
Wasn't able to save him.
Okay, but I think that you get what you get out of that is you get some names of some several of the fact that you dove in and tried to help out. You've got the names. You've actually like made friends now with a bunch of the different merchants, and they're not really sailors, but the boatmen, I guess, that make their way up and down here. Okay. So you will be able to, if you want to explore further the smuggling thing, you've got definitely a network or a fledgling network of people who could either refer you to people or whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's say that I wasn't able to save him, but I was able to get his body back to shore.
Yeah, and I mean, even the fact that like this little gnome dives in and tries to go where none of them would want to, they didn't want to join this guy dying. So cool. Okay, great. Then Bergour, you made all your decisions on what you wanted to train in, right?
I think so.
Okay. Calidor, have you selected your new weapon proficiency? Or
yeah, for weapons, I took the missile weapon style fighting style.
Nice. Let's see here. Specialization allows character to ignore the minus. Nice. Yep. So you still have a chance of hitting people, but you're not taking that -3 to fire into melee anymore.
I've decided to take set snares as a non-weapon proficiency.
Nice. What'd you take as your non-weapon, Calidor?
I'm just looking through them. I honestly don't know what they do.
Which ones are you thinking of?
I don't know. Maybe armor optimization or tactics.
Okay, let's see here.
I don't know. I'm looking at the warrior list, which is, I think, what I'm supposed to look at, right?
No, you can look at warrior, rogue, or general.
Oh, right. Armor optimization is from Dark Sun.
Oh, yeah, ignore that. You don't get that.
And tactics is from the Gladiator Handbook.
Ignore that one, too.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't know,
Yeah.
right? 'Cause
Yeah.
It's just like, this is a list of everything.
Is that what it says in the player's handbook, in the second printing? To go to those other books, or?
No, I don't have the book.
Oh, what are you looking at?
A website that has a list of every single...
Okay. So, warrior ones, let's see here.
I mean, I could just look at the player's handbook ones. It does say where they're from.
Yeah, because the Dark Sun ones are very specific to that setting, and that sort of armor optimization is sort of because you can really only wear shittier armor. It's sort of a back end way of keeping your armor, getting your armor class bonus.
Right, if you succeed against one opponent, you can increase your AC by 1.
Yeah, and it's just like the reason that's in that game is because in the Dark Sun setting, because of the heat and whatever else, you're generally not wearing more powerful armor, so it's a way to mechanically get the lower AC that you would normally have without wearing heavier armor. So it's
Right.
something that's just, it's necessary in that setting. It's not really applicable for every other setting.
Let's see here.
What about ancient history? I mean, we don't have somebody who's really skilled at that, and that would help flesh Calidor's character out. Like, he spent some time delving into the ruins.
What's Caldor's intelligence?
His intelligence is 15.
15? Yes, I mean, that would give you a 14 on that.
Ooh, what about set snares?
Yeah, I just picked that up. So, I mean, if you want to as well.
Tracking. I have.
Yes, we got someone who's got tracking. So things on
I
here
have
that...
tracking.
Oh, you know what? So... Oh, yeah. Healing's a priest ability, and it's 2 slots.
What about spacemanship?
What?
From Spelljammer? Yeah.
No,
really...
from the complete
Spacefarer's Handbook? Yeah. Spelljammer thing. If you thought that the navigation thing was useless, definitely take that.
Yeah, totally, right?
Once we take this to the crystal spheres, I tell you, this.
Well, what's observation do for me?
Observation is where's it? So if it's from something other than the player's handbook, ignore it.
Oh, okay. Even if it's from like the character books.
Ignore it, please. Yeah, they
Hey,
add.
Cal-
Yeah.
Calidor, don't you have like a dancer as like your kit?
That is one of my current skills.
Oh, you already have dancing? I was just checking.
Yeah.
Well, you can also always spend 1 weapon proficiency to just boost your chance by 1 on a d20 for that
For an
specific
existing
proficiency.
spell.
So you could just get better at dancing if that's what you want.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, just as a character thing, I seriously consider just being a better smith because Bergour knows that he's going to have to retire sometime.
Yeah.
You know what? We keep running into freaking dogs all the time. Dogs and more dogs.
Yep.
I am going to take animal handling.
Nice. So that'll be at your wisdom -1. Very cool. All right, so we got Calidor.
So whatever my wisdom says it is, like that's the number.
It's
Exactly.
whatever your wisdom
Right.
score is -1. So
Okay.
what's if your wisdom is a 12, your score in that thing is an 11.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So we got some serious training done here. And then how are we... So subtract the 200 gold for your training, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's see here. Let's talk about... I think that we've got a bunch of other people who will be training. Oh, yeah, actually, the others have to train in... what do you call it? In Thurmaster. What's his name? Elanion can study with that spirit that he encountered.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of you guys... Get you off of here. The rest of you guys will have to go to Thurmaster. You know what? We're 9 minutes off from ending, so maybe what we'll do is we'll wrap up the session here, and then have you guys set out from Melbourne at Wednesday session, and we'll do the trip to Thurmaster and get everyone else's training done. Just in the event that we have any things. Is there anything else that we need to do? I think we're, like, training-wise and character-wise, you guys are all set for your new levels, right? Well, what did I do that for?
I think so.
Fucking awesome. Well, look at this. Jeez, Bergour, you are so tough right now. My goodness. Calidor, you're getting up there. Now you're building traps here, Dorman.
Heck yes. I'm buying a shovel before I leave Melbourne.
Yes, you... Anything else? Any pythons or things like that? So make sure you're counting your gold down. Whatever you're spending is stuff you can't spend on training.
That's true.
Cool.
Well, maybe I don't buy one. I just pick one up somewhere.
Nice. Kinslayer, the goblin long short sword. Love it. Love it, love it.
Yeah, I named the thing. It's mine now.
So because that's a masterwork sword, you can at least assume it's a +1 to hit.
Yes, that's in there.
Yeah, it's in there already. Okay, cool. And then Calidor, are you continuing to use that that bow?
I mean, for now, yeah.
Yeah. So assume you can add a +1 bonus to hit with it. You can assume it's a masterwork bow, on top of all the other bonuses.
Oh, that might have been what you told me. Like, is it supposed to be +3 attack then?
I don't know. It's +1 for.
+1 for being an elf.
+1 for specialty.
masterwork.
And +1 for masterwork. Yeah, so it's +3.
And also, I think you get a +2 when you're within point blank
30
shot.
feet.
Right?
Yeah. Point blank. Cool. All right, so let's talk about XP, guys. I don't think anyone used any skills. Thief skills today. The only thing you
Well, I
faced.
climbed.
Oh
But you
yeah,
said
right.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep,
I
so-
did roll for that, yeah.
Yep. Each of you guys get that.
Not like I need more experience.
Fighters in the party, you would gain this for your second, as if you're second, not third level. So, oh no, you did your training, so I'll give it to you for third level. So you're now gaining 30 per hit dice. So you guys, it's 3 hit dice worth of creatures. So the fighters each get 90 XP from that. You have 1 point of astonishing fortune left. It looks like.
And since we divvied up that gold, that
Tormund,
means
you cast armor once.
plus, yeah.
Yeah. No, this is a. You're not going to get XP from being paid for task. It's loot that you get XP from.
Well, I mean, we divvied up the big loot of.
You already got XP for that. Yeah, you don't.
We did? Okay.
Yeah, no, you don't get extra.
I didn't know if we claimed it.
When you
or-
find it is when you. When you get it. Okay. Although you don't get XP for the magic items until you identify them. So. Then that is and the XP. Yeah, hold on. So you got 50, and then where's my monster manual? Let's see here. Well, congrats on hitting level 3. Or getting you trained to level 3, guys. Jeez.
Yeah.
It's only taken us 22 sessions, and you got level 3.
I'm like 800 XP from level 4.
Holy shit!
I'm about 5 for thief.
A solo class fighter. It's the way to go.
Thieves gets their experience things are just so low. It's like do.
Yeah.
But I'm a long way from 4th level wizard. Tell you what.
I don't.
Okay.
I always forget what.
So you guys each get another 105 XP on top of everything else you got.
205, 255. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I divide that by 2 and. Yeah, I just realized as soon as I hit wizard level 3 and I can actually use it, I'm gonna have 2nd level spells. What am I gonna do with that?
Interesting. Well, you will get 1 illusion spell, but you've got nothing. I don't think you've got any other spells, do you?
Don't I get an illusion like every time for free?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You get to pick 1 illusion spell to add to your list, but
And then
Tauser,
yeah, sorry.
Tauser might add 1 to your book as well from his book, but that's So you want to take a look at 2nd level illusion spells. Let's see which one you're gonna learn yourself. Okay, cool. Well then, guys, congrats on your new levels. Boy, you can be all the harder to kill now. My goodness. What am I talking about? I can kill you.
I got 12 hit points. That's
Fang
not
Dragon, baby.
I hide behind the dwarf with 32 hit points.
Yeah, and what is it? 2 XP or minus 2 AC? What's your AC right now?
My AC versus melee is -2.
Shit.
Because I've stacked everything, man. I've got good armor and a magic shield and a really good dex. That's part of it too. I've got 16 dexterity.
Yeah.
Plus my sword and board double spend on that, so it I mean, it still doesn't help when you roll double nat 20s on the first 2 shots, but
That was a really unfortunate start to that fight. Jesus. Oh, man. Okay, so then I think that Bergour has been the subject of more nat 20s than anyone else in the party.
Well, he's also, I think, taking more attack rolls.
That's true,
than
yeah.
anybody
Like
else in the party.
yeah, the odds are that you're going to be the short end of that stick. But awesome.
If I get a protection from arrow spell, Bergour, you're the target.
Yeah. You know what's this is something worth like this is the thing that's so much fun about this style of play. Like even though we only had 3 players, honestly I was thinking a little bit of like I don't know if we can have an actual session with only 3 of you guys, but this was fucking great tonight. You know, it added more tension and knowing that only the 3 of you guys had to be there, and each of those random encounters was pretty.
And we were wounded.
And you were wounded. Yeah, that's the thing. Like when you're cruising around with 3 hit points and 5 hit points and whatever. When you walk yourself into a trap.
I did not expect there still to be traps. I mean,
Oh god, and you had like an 85% chance of missing that trap of like doing like 1 point of damage as opposed to the rolling the dice, but god damn.
the roll 20 had it in, I'd use the Astonishing Fortune.
Over here guys, this way. Chunk. Oh shit.
Hey guys, the other fucking way.
Oh my god. Alright, well that's awesome guys. So for those listening, we got someone, so we got a couple new people in chat this time too. So Jeffrey, Unimportant Hero, thanks for joining us guys. Let's see here. Equity of talent with D20 looks great. Oh thanks, yeah, the Roll20 does, I really dig the layout for Roll20. Planescape sometimes is a little too much attitude for me. It's funny you say that, Unimportant. We actually, one of our players in our Saturday games, he hates Planescape, which is funny because he's got similar sensibilities to a lot of games from the 90s that I do, and I love Planescape. I thought he would have loved it too, but he fucking hates it. So you are not alone in the feeling on that. I dig it because it's got that, it has that, in my mind, that kind of like, what's his name, Gaiman-esque kind of quality to it. Like I like the weird fairy tale-y kind of thing you can do with Planescape. And that's not necessarily the way it's presented in the books, but I kind of dig that. And that's how I like running it. And I also like, I mean, the idea of being able to use like gods and demons and shit like that for low-level characters and have them in role-playing encounters as opposed to just regular encounters. But I completely understand where that very specific vibe that Planescape has in those, especially in the first supplements, how that can be off-putting to some. So anyway, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for session 22 of our ongoing campaign. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, please don't hesitate, or the game for that matter, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of this video, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. In addition, if you want to be sure not to miss any of our future sessions, be sure to click on subscribe and the bell icon. That will tell you when we're going live, and you can also check our schedule. Every Sunday I post on the community tab of the channel, and you can see what games we're playing on what dates. In addition, you can reach me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings. You can also reach me by email. My email address is dungeonmusings@gmail.com. And you can find in the description of this video a link to the Dungeon Musings Discord server where all of us are active and we have channels dedicated to a whole bunch of shit, but a bunch of games, all the games that we run on the channel, find a game or find a group channels. Today there was a whole bunch of discussion about Starfinder too, so I'm really itching to dig my Starfinder books out again because that's a good game too. In addition, you can find a link to something called Heroes Save Villages in the description of this video. That is the charity fundraising campaign that we run on the channel, and we're about right now 6 weeks off from kicking off our annual raffle, our charity raffle to benefit Heroes SOS Children's Villages, which is the SOS Children's Villages International, which is the charity that benefits from our raffles and any other donations that are made. This year's raffle has as a grand prize a brand new copy, still in its packaging, of the Beetle and Grimm Gold Edition of the Eberron Rising from the Last War box set. The good people at Beetle and Grimm donated a copy of that to us to raffle off. And in addition, I am donating 2 copies of my, still in the packaging as well, of my favorite old school role-playing game, the Astonishing Swordsman and Sorcerers of Hyperborea game. It is a gorgeous, like 600-page monster, and those will also be available as prizes. I'm also donating one of the Skittermander dice pouches that Paizo put out, and I'm also going to be hitting up some other publishers. So if come April 1st is when raffle tickets will be available, and then from then until July 1st you'll be able to buy tickets, and July 1st on Canada Day we will do the draw live. We'll roll random encounters to see who wins the cool stuff. Raffle tickets are going to be 25 Canadian each, which is about 17 bucks American each, and all donations, whether to the raffle or to any of the other prizes we have available, like donating or suggesting a theme for a session, and I'll incorporate that theme, or adding an NPC, or adding, there's still one available, a charity session. I'll run a game for you for 4 hours for your game of choice, for you and your friends, or you and maybe some of the players from the channel. Yeah, and that's still one of those available for this year, but we'll be diving into those quite soon. Arlen, I'm getting pretty close to having yours ready, so nice. That's going to be exciting. Arlen strangely requested something that was in the theme of the Fast and Furious films, which is seems very unlike him, but no, I'm kidding. How great would that be?
I don't know if I've seen any of.
You are missing
maybe
absolutely
one?
nothing. Unless it's they are fun to watch with people who really enjoy them. My son enjoys them, and he doesn't care if I don't enjoy them. So it's a lot of fun because I can just sit there and huff, and he can enjoy the shit out of them. So
first two were okay. After
honestly,
that,
you know what? Like, there are worse films they're not terrible. They're not like unwatchable. They are dumb and really sexist and a little bit racist sometimes. But they are, people really fucking enjoy them. And what other films can you think of that have a predominantly minority cast that make over $1 billion? It's... Yeah. So anyway, if I was gonna run a Fast and Furious game, Savage Worlds would be a fucking fantastic system for that. But that is not what Arlen requested. Arlen requested something very different. So that'll be a lot of fun. The Roman dark Britain kind of theme. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Anyway, so I'm getting lost in planning for new games, so that will just leave us all night. So what I'll say last is a big, big thank you to my players. So John, Jeff, and Arlen, and Steve-O, who had a bail. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on a Friday night, and for taking the party safely back to Milbourne. I know all the rest of the players will be grateful for your risk that you took, and... The reaction when you saw that mountain lion again, John, was looking terrific.
I tried, my friend.
Oh my god, that was great. So, again, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for episode 22 of this campaign. We'll see you again Wednesday night, and until then, happy gaming.